Upper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experienced and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's Charter Fishing Fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Ready to rumble. I was reading comments. Sorry, guys.
Hey, I don't know about all you guys, but I'm excited as hell for tonight.
I'm excited as heck because I'm trying not to be vulgar.
No, because it's Family Channel. And,
right.
You're trying to be a good person.
Right.
Sure he is. So anyway, finals 3.0.
Here we go.
Dan Coppens and Gray Siech have battled over 2 months to make it to this point.
Kidding. 2 months.
2 months they've been playing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
That's cool, though. I mean, it really is a testament to the format. You know, that players, that it doesn't matter if they work first, second, third shift, have swing shift, have unique, situations at home that keep them from playing other tournaments. The normal regular tournaments, they can play this, which is awesome.
And that's we'll get into that a little bit later on with 1.1. I'm sure many of you have already seen the sign-up list on Facebook. But we'll talk about that. We've got to talk about what's going on right down there. Knockout Challenge 3.0 finals, as I said. The Fox Valley favorite, the Flannel Jesus, Mr. Dan Coppens.
Yeah, the man with a plan.
Yeah. And I don't know what nationality Gray is. We could call him like the Irish invader or something, or whatever he is.
Right.
But it's really it's been a lot of fun getting to know Gray over the last couple of months, and he's really a good guy. So
we could legitimately dub this as the Nice Guy Finals.
That's true. That's true story. True story.
And be dead on.
They're both really good guys.
They really are. Yeah. And
so anyway,
good players. Phenomenal players.
There's
Dan's trying to get in the booth.
Dan's already trying to get into the booth to, put the hex on you or something. I don't know what he's trying to do.
No, he tried to give me a fist bump through the booth.
Thank everybody for joining us on this gorgeous Monday night. Outer Points Productions. Let's get it started, shall we?
Let's do it. All right, so those of you who have watched before, you know the drill. Dale now goes out to the table to do a couple different things. First, they're going to do the leg for the first break, and then the second piece is they bring out the Wheel of Death, or I don't know. I don't watch all of the streams, so. In the commentary, is there a name for the wheel? Actually, it's probably right underneath me. So. Perfect. All right. For those of you who have not been in the booth here, the wheel is stored directly underneath where I sit, so... we got that, but those in the commentary. If there has been a name established for the game wheel, let me know. But so what they do is they will spin the wheel, and there's either 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball available, and wherever it lands, that's the game they play. So that's a fun part of this format. And that will tell you what game they'll be playing tonight. I have no idea. We are about to find out. So let's see if I can mess around with the camera here a little bit. See, they're talking about, probably just chatting, knowing Dan. I don't know Gray as well. Dan is one of my league partners, so I know him well, and I make no bones about it. I am cheering for Dan. However, I will do my best to call this equally, and I just want to see some good pool. And so let's see it. Here we go. What's it going to be? I know Dan likes 8-ball, but he's been doing well in the rotation too. So looks like we're playing 9-ball tonight. All right. Since this is the finals, this will be a race to 15. Last time we were doing this, that I was here anyway, I commentated Dan's last match, and it went. It was a race to 13 and ended up going hill. Unbelievable match. It was super tight, neck and neck through the first half, and then once it got towards the end, there was a little bit of jockeying back and forth, and Dan got down a little bit right away, but then ended up coming back to get the win. All right, so let's see. What else are we looking at here? Dale is should be getting everything wrapped up here. A lot of times at this portion of the match, they're talking about rules. They should have that all established now, and we're about to get going here. Dan just came in the booth and he said, I think somebody's got their foot on it because I keep having to play 9-ball every stinking time. As I mentioned, Dan prefers 8-ball, but he's been a good sport and actually has been doing really well playing rotation. So this has been, I think, a good experience for him. It's been a good experience for us. We've had some really good matches here. So Dale's just getting back in the booth. Let's go to the comments here. We've got Fred. Fred's in the room. Always good to see you. You're here pretty much every time. So glad you could make it. Justin Ellingson, I don't know if I can stay up past my bedtime tonight. Yeah, that may happen because this is a race to 15. The last one was a marathon match. I know I got home and I pretty much just collapsed in my bed because it went hill, and we had, I don't know what the
4 hours.
What the actual time on it, but it was just shy of 4 hours. So
Yeah, it was literally like 4.5 hours.
yeah, crazy, but just an incredible match. So, all right, here we go.
I got chills. They're multiplying.
Wow,
this is good stuff.
You thought that up all week, and that's what you came up with?
I'm so excited for this match. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
It's going to be a good one.
It is definitely going to be a good one.
All right, so Dan breaks dry. Bringing from the side as he usually does. Last match he was doing great getting that wing ball in. This one I believe hit a little bit high. So it's going to be something that he's going to have to work out. That's one thing that, yes, technically, I'm not going to argue with anybody that having a home table is an advantage. But especially in the summertime, the humidity can change and make, be different from one day to the next. Honestly, that humidity can change throughout the day. And all of a sudden, that wing ball that was always going in, all of a sudden stops going in. So even if it's a table that you're used to, when you get set up for a match like this, you really have to figure it out as you're going through it. So Gray gets a good start with that one ball, plays a nice combo to get the 3 ball in. However, that 2 landed a little funny.
Yeah, and so the rules for tonight's 9-ball is not your typical 9-ball rules.
Oh, really?
And again, this is decided by the players, not myself. They are going to play 10-ball rules, no 9-ball breaks, no early 9s. The 9, even if it is
no slop whatsoever.
no slop whatsoever. I love this rule, and that's why 10-ball to me was invented.
Yeah.
9-ball
I
can
agree.
be a very sloppy game. So even if the 9 is pocketed on a combo anytime in the rack, it does come back up.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
there will be,
So like that
Oh.
right there, that immediately came in.
and now
so-
Dan can actually make him shoot again.
So there's two different pieces that those rules affect here. The 9-ball going in is not a win, which in regular 9-ball rules that would be a win. But yeah, as you just mentioned, Dale, Dan can make him shoot again because he did not call that ball.
So this is a funny story. It's how this just happened right now. And I told this story, I think, the last match. Dan Coppens is the reason I have brain damage because
Really?
of what
The
just
only
happened.
reason?
It's
I mean,
okay. One of
there-
several
okay.
reasons. Yeah.
Okay, that
that's
makes
true.
more sense.
But I was playing Dan when I knocked myself unconscious at Mad Apple because of exactly
that
what just
story.
happened.
I've heard
I
that
called
story.
safe and
Yeah.
made another ball. Oh, it's going to happen again.
And here we go.
But I don't think Dan's going to let him have
yeah,
this one.
I think Dan's going to take that almost straight in 4-ball with a wide open rack.
I don't know. It's
The
hard start.
no, that's I like it. I like the rules because I like, especially when you're playing winter break. I like the fact that it's much easier to make a ball on the break with 9-ball, but I just don't like the slop aspect of it. So this is really a great way to do it. So I think the better player is definitely going to win, even if it's close. You're not going to have, let's say it goes hill. You're not going to have a slopped ball in or a slop 9-ball come in to win the match.
You bet.
But you still also have a much easier ability to make a ball on the break. So maybe we can see some packages put together, 2, 3, 4 games stringing together. We really haven't seen that in the KO tournaments yet, but maybe tonight's the night. All right, so Dan was able to pocket that 4-ball without any issue, come around 2 rails, get a shot on that 5. Little tricky shot on the 5-ball. It's definitely makeable for Dan, but not simple. He makes that without issue.
That was pretty eloquent.
If you are going to navigate the Vince Didio, do I pronounce his last name right?
You did, yes.
Didio?
Vincent Didio.
All right. Vincent
Didio.
Didio Memorial Pocket. This is the way to do it, with the ball just hanging in the jaws.
Vincent said he really doesn't care how you spell his
Oh, he
name.
doesn't?
No,
Okay.
he doesn't care.
Gotcha. All right, so Dan...
Are there woodpeckers in Varsity Club, right? I mean, do you hear that? Or
What, when I say Didio, do I sound like a...
no, I there's like a banging noise going on back here or something.
I don't...
All right,
I'm
must be
not
in my
hearing
head.
that. Maybe
Probably
it's-
woodpeckers
maybe
in my
it's just
head.
in your headphones, not in my headphones. I missed that one. All right, so Dan's in good shape here. The only tricky part of this is he got straight. Little angle might be a little bit easier here, but no, I do hear that now. What the heck?
Yeah, I know. That's weird.
Am I doing that with my leg? Huh. We'll see. We'll get to the bottom of it, Dale.
Yeah, can't stand it. Driving me nuts.
All right. All right, so Dan's in good shape there. I just really needed to shoot a stop shot to get a little angle on the 4-ball or 8-ball.
He must have a funny angle on this.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's just making sure. But yeah, he's queuing center with maybe a little bit of draw. Yeah, I think you might be right. The way that he's looking at it, he's definitely taking his time, which is the right thing to do. He does have some angle on it, so he doesn't want to draw it. And wow, missed the ball. Ooh, I did not see that coming.
Me either.
That was a 99 out of 100 shot.
And it's funny because he got up out of that shot 3 different times.
He did, right?
So
Yeah. So it's not like he just, didn't give it the respect that it needed. But, yeah, wow, just...
And to be honest with you, I don't think
it.
with Dan Coppens, it's first game jitters. I haven't seen any of these guys in any of their matches that have been nervous. So
fantastic opportunity for Gray here to get back a game that may have looked like it was gone. Should I try the commentator's curse?
Try it.
I don't think he can miss this.
I think there's a lot of...
Dang it.
There's
didn't work. I didn't even think to try to curse Dan, and he missed
Did it all
anyway.
on his own. Right.
I can't even take credit for that. That would have been a good one. That was a pretty easy shot you missed.
We got a whole lot of people in the chat right now. Jeff Seidel, hello. Al Holden, of course. Great matchup tonight. No doubt about that. Tom Manina, he just signed up for 1.1. Mike Bunnell, going to be a great one to watch. No doubt. Bang Time Pool. Hey, welcome back, Bang Time. Tuning in from Florida. Trevor Simpson, as always. Oh, we got Chris Green. Do you know Chris Green? I don't know. I'm not sure. It sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It really does. He is one of our local tournament directors. And break number 2 comes up dry.
Sean Hanna, previous player in 3.0 as well, actually lost his very first match, but it was a damn good one. I think that one went hill too.
Really?
Fred Renner, of course, in the house as always. Al Holden loves Dan, but money is on Gray. Of course, Taylor is here. That is Gray's wife. Nader Animator, my son, good night for some pool, no doubt.
Is your mic higher, or is my...
It has to be. Have you seen how tall I am?
My headphone... No, as far as volume goes.
Oh.
I jumped when you said that. You may be a little too excited, Dale.
I think I am a little excited.
Yeah.
I'll
How about you guys at home? Are you trying to slowly step away from your computer speakers, or is that just me? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being excited, Dale.
I am excited,
but I'm going to be 3/4 deaf after this if we don't do something.
Okay. Pam Siech, I believe, is it's either I think it's Gray's mom, right? Pretty sure.
No idea.
Pretty sure.
No, unfortunately, I don't know Gray that well. I mean, he's been in the pool community and a phenomenal player in the pool community for a lot of years. But I just haven't interacted with him that much. And by reputation, he's a super nice guy and a phenomenal player. But I don't know him that well, much less his family.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Grandpa Jim says, fun fact, Gray's last name is pronounced Siech. The H is silent.
Sick.
So is it sick or seek? So
he told me seek.
Seek would mean that the H is also silent, but how about let's see, who's Gray's wife? She was on here. I just saw it. Taylor, tell us the right way, because I always want to make sure that I'm pronouncing names correctly. So
I thought I was this whole time.
Is it sick or seek?
I thought it was seek.
I think we got down that the H is silent. Just want to make sure it's sick or seek. But Dan played a good save on Gray, and it looks like that Gray just couldn't quite escape that and gave up ball in hand. But look at this. Dan is not taking ball in hand. That 4-ball rolled up. So either he didn't see it, or that's just where he was going to put it anyway. So Dan has done that before. I've made fun of him mercilessly.
I have done the same
that before
on more than one occasion.
I don't think it hurt him because he's in great shape. So maybe that's it. But yeah. Anyways, Dan is off and running. Don't see any issues here. That 4-ball is up against the 8, but since the 3 ball is on the right side, or the side that makes that 4 ball makeable, is Taylor's comment. Grandpa, go to bed.
That's what
Pronounced like Siech.
That's exactly why I'm laughing.
All right, Grandpa, we appreciate you, but
hey, Grandpa,
you're so close.
Grandpa, this one's for you.
So close.
Actually, that's for Taylor, and Grandpa, this one's for you.
All right, now we know. Siech. Gray Siech. Got it.
Colleen Mansfield says, "Go Gray," cheering you on from Colorado.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for joining, Colleen.
Let's see. I had a question in there. Oh, Andy Kuntz asks, in Wisconsin Pool Player Society, when does the flyer for 2.1 get posted? Jeez, man.
Wow.
Holy
The people want to know, Dale.
I guess.
This is some exciting stuff.
That's going to be mid-fall for sure.
Yeah.
And so I was talking with Gray. He came up to the booth earlier, and he's like, "Hey, how many spots left?" I noticed that the 1.1 is filling pretty fast. 3 hours. I had 42 people sign up. 3 hours.
That's amazing.
So it's
You've
good stuff.
Done good things here.
It's good stuff.
All right. That was Dan was able to navigate down to the 5 ball. 5 ball had a long shot there with the cue ball off the rail. Tough shot and did not make it. So Gray's back to the table with a pretty makeable 5 ball here and a pretty open table to get the game. Let's see if he takes advantage.
That one's going to travel a little ways. All right, Grandpa Jim, this one's for you.
The fart noise.
I don't have an actual fart sound effect.
All right, Dale. So now
do it, Matt.
No.
Can you do it?
The fart? No. I've never. Well, that sounds like a trombone. If I had my shirt off, I could put the hand in the armpit and do
Please
that.
Please don't.
That just makes everything awkward.
I'd appreciate you didn't do that.
Yeah, right. Okay, so by the rules here, can he call the 9 and win on the combo here?
Nope.
So basically it's just another ball.
It's just another ball.
Okay.
Has to be the last ball pocketed.
All right. All right. It's a tough shot. Makeable, though. But definitely not what he wanted off that 5 ball. Probably wanted to go back another, 6, 12 inches off the rail and pocket that 6 ball in that same pocket that he made the 5 ball. But he's got to make do with what he has. So he's calling the combo. See if he can make the 9. I think this is makeable. The trick here is making sure that he gets a shot on the 6.
And did.
And he did do that.
Wow, he played that really
So now
well.
they need to bring the 9 ball up. Looks like he's going to shoot the 6 ball without bringing that 9 ball up. That 9 ball does need
that
to
9
come
has
up.
to come up.
Yeah. So I don't believe that's a foul. But neither player here has recognized that the 9 ball needs to come up. So Dale's been trying to get their attention and hasn't. So we're gonna have to see what we're gonna do here. Yep. So he finally got Gray's. Dale, you're gonna have to go out there. Finally got Gray's attention, and yeah. So we should be able to go. Yep. There he goes. There he goes. Got it. And that's something, honestly, that does happen, especially when you're super focused. You forget to bring that ball up. So I don't know in the rule book if that is a foul. I don't think in this situation that Dan would even accept a foul.
Dan would not call that.
Definitely wouldn't. He would have mentioned. I mean, Dan would have mentioned something if he would have thought of it too. But neither player really realized that. So this is kind of, it really is, not your normal 9 ball rules. So,
well, and you kind of said it before, Matt. If it's the nice guy award at the beginning of this,
oh yeah, right.
Both
These
of
guys
them are
aren't
going to
gonna
win.
Get worried about it. And the thing is even if it did come up, it wasn't in the path of any of the last 3 balls.
And that's what
anyway.
I was watching.
So it really didn't affect that at all. So I don't think no harm, no foul here. And we move on. So Gray is up 2-0.
Let's go to a sponsor spotlight, shall we? I'll let you do the first one.
How many of these am I going to have to do?
Until you write it. Until you steady the ship.
I'm not going to compensate anymore until I get this stupid thing
now,
written.
you are the anchor.
I am. I'm the only sponsor who has not written an elaborate description of this. Yes, so I make sharp things. I make outdoor knives along with kitchen cutlery. I make a nice hunting knife and a fillet knife. And
see, if you weren't here, nobody would know that.
Yeah, that's true. That's an excellent point, Dale. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that it's one of those things that is fun to have, right in my face every time I come and commentate. But I appreciate it, though. It will help my business.
It'll continue to happen all the time.
I'm sure it will. So
yeah. My little niece is right outside the booth.
Oh, nice. Well, you want to go say hi?
No.
I'll take... No?
She's going to want...
I could take over.
She's going to want to come in, and my daughter... so String Cheese is out here.
Wow. All right, so Dale's going to go take care of some familial duties here as we come back to the match. So Gray came up dry again, and Dan played a safe. The one ball, he was trying to get the 3 between the 1 and the Q. The 3, technically the 1 and the Q ball were both a little short, a little cheddar, as we say. Which gave Gray a shot there. Tried another safe, and left Dan. Good Lord.
You could be okay.
Talking for maybe a shot of something will help. But,
right.
Getting a little
I'll get you one
tonight.
Well, that one's going to come up a little bit too far.
Yeah. What's the opposite of cheddar?
Over 5.7.
Yeah, but what's the reference? When it's short, we always say cheddar. If it's long, what do we say? Matt Strong?
No. No.
Yeah?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can't either. I can't either. I tried, but no. Nobody would believe it.
So, Sam Arsheli, you have a spare glove in the basement. It's been a while since I played T-ball, but it might fit him. I am too.
I don't know. I don't know what that one.
I think we have to go back and look at. We got all kinds of Bill Sorensen, of course. If you play the 9, at least the win.
Andy Kuhn's in the house. He's got a question. Matt, when are you going to make a hearing knife and a cleaver? See, now I don't feel so bad about not being able to use the words. Because I have no idea what a hearing knife is.
It listens to what you're going to cut?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It just listens to you talk while you're cooking.
That's interesting.
Andy, you're going to have to be a little more specific there. However, on the cleaver, I do have a cleaver that I am in process of. I have not released any yet. I'm trying to make this a really cool knife with having a lot of extras. I'm going to be doing filings in the handle itself to where there's a design in the handle. That's going to be super cool. And then I'm also going to be doing some texturing with that. So it is in the works. I do have them in the shop, but I have not completed any yet. So actually I have a handful of people that have already gotten on the list for it, but will be coming soon, shortly. And paring knife. You also spelled
paring knife.
So paring is P-A-R-I-N-G, Andy. But that one I can figure that one out at least instead of a hearing knife. See, H and P aren't even close on the keyboard.
They're not even next to each other, Andy.
But yeah, I do have paring knives. So that's something. I don't have them out on the website, but if you're interested, just shoot me a message, Andy, and I can show you some pictures. They've been really popular. I just haven't taken the time to take pictures of them. So,
All right, so Grandpa Jim, he gives us a very nice.
He didn't go to bed.
He
Grandpa
didn't.
Jim's still
he did
up?
not. He's staying up for this. He's telling us all about Gray's glove when he was younger. It used to cover all 5 of his fingers, so times are tough. He didn't have enough money to replace. I'll tell you what, Grandpa Jim, he's got $900 coming tonight, so I think he can afford his own.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's $900 just for second
least.
place. Yeah.
At least.
Minimum $900.
Right.
Plus a jersey and all kinds of good stuff. That's a great shot
cool.
by
It really
Dan
was.
Coppens.
That was a tight window to navigate through, and he needs it. Being down 2-0 here, definitely needs to get on the board. Don't want to let a great player like Gray get out ahead any amount of lead.
So what I've noticed,
Wow.
boy.
That was
Little fortunate
you see Dan
there.
shaking his head.
Yikes.
Oh, that was close.
So what I've noticed, we've got like 110 viewers and only 19 likes.
Come on, people.
What's up with that?
Gotta be
And
step 1, log in. Step 2, like.
Eric, let me show you how that works. There, you hit that little thumb, you like it,
Do it.
and then you subscribe to the channel, and that way every single time that we go live, you're going to get a notification. Oh, he missed in the same pocket.
He may be trying to get his own pocket.
He may end up with the
He might get
DC pocket.
If he does that again, 1 or 2 more times, we may have to dedicate another pocket. Wow, very uncharacteristic of Dan to miss a shot like that. I'm just
Very uncharacteristic for Matt to be mispronouncing Dan Coppens for so many times either.
I always keep saying Dan. I'll get it. 3 or 4 hours from now, I'll get it.
Oh, good. And that's why we are so very proud of our mediocre commentary. Because quite honestly, it's not going to get any better.
No,
It isn't.
Yeah, right.
Just so.
Yeah, just
It's another reason to like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Well, that is 2 very nice gifts from Dan Coppens in early going of this match.
But Gray is taking it, and he's running with him. Up 3-0.
Is Dan due back at the senior center early tonight, or just
Seems like I don't know, because
he's trying to get out of here pretty soon?
Not this one, but the one before, he really took his time with.
Yeah, we were here till like 12:30.
Is that that's what you're getting at? Yeah, trying not to make this a 4-hour match. All right, so let's see if Gray can get one on the break, and he does. Not 1, but 2. Gets that wing ball. 6 ball goes straight in the corner, and that 1 ball comes up. Drops in the side. Fortunately, he has a great shot on the 2 ball, so phenomenal break. That's really what you're trying to do. As I've mentioned in the past, typically when you're breaking a 9-ball rack like this, you're trying to make that wing ball and then playing position on the 1. If the 1 ball falls, it can get you into trouble, but here, no issue whatsoever, and Gray is off and running.
So Grandpa Jim has a comment and a question for you, Matt.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
If so...
Oh, you got to go up first.
Oh, great. It says, hey, Matt and Dale, this is not just for me.
Oh, you'll find out.
Is it legal to duct tape a knife to the tip of your pool cue to fend off your opponent during this match?
And then go down.
It's probably legal. Frowned upon, maybe, but legal. If so, Strong Knife Company has my business.
I don't.
Yes, you can do that. You can. I mean, you shouldn't, but you can.
I don't recall seeing that in the BCA handbook anywhere.
I have never seen that in the rule book, in any rule book, really.
No,
So,
me either.
I think you're golden.
I'd go for it. As long as you don't bring it to the varsity club. Or say that Matt and I said you could.
Yeah, exactly. None of that. Other than that, totally legal.
Where do you live, Grandpa Jim? If you're in the Milwaukee area, I could understand why you're going to do something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Oh, if that picture is accurate, then it's not. All right, because he's saying Dan Coppens and I are roommates. So the other guy that I play league with is called Jim. It's Wags, Jim Wagner.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, maybe it's him, but that picture does not look like Wags. So that must just be a simple joke.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah. All right. Heather Green said, nah, we'll get blood on the felt. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
That is at
least not on the stream table.
Right.
Any of the other ones,
Hey,
I guess it wouldn't be
I'm
that horrible.
responsible for cleaning those, too, so no.
Are you?
None of that either. Grandpa Jim says, I am just Grandpa Jim. Gotcha. Grandpa's his first name? Jim. Okay, well, there you go. Very simple.
It's kind of a weird
Sorry.
last name, too.
Yeah, right.
Jim.
All right, so Gray has navigated to this 7-ball. Tougher shot. Makeable. But this one could get a little tricky, and he drills it.
He handles it very
Great
nicely.
Shot.
Right in the Dan Coppens memorial pocket.
Yeah, got a friendly bump with that 8-ball, which is really how I would have played it too. You can't really do a whole lot on those shots where it's so difficult to make the ball. You usually just have to make it, especially since there's only a couple balls left. Even if you do come into a ball, you're probably going to get a shot. And he did. Got a good shot, and he is sitting pretty with this 9-ball. I will try another commentator curse. There's no way he's missing this 9-ball.
Yeah,
no way he's missing that 9-ball. It's impossible. And over 2 on the commentator curse.
It's early.
It is.
We'll give you a couple more.
Right, race to 15. It's early, even if it's going fast.
All right, let's start out with another sponsor spotlight for rack number 4, shall we? And that is Jeff and Maggie Hefter.
Look at all those words.
Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That is John Co. Express, and they provide expedited shipping of packages in Wisconsin and surrounding states. Same-day pickup, same-day delivery. Call us now locally at 920-921-9191. Yeah, look at all that descriptive stuff there. The company.
It's amazing. I don't know. It seems kind of busy to me.
All right. Nothing going down on the break, and I think Dan Coppens has a shot at that 1-ball.
I don't think he does.
Very close.
Yeah, I think it's very close. I think. Whew. Yeah, that's tight for sure.
Oh,
maybe
boy,
looking
from
at
that view.
Yeah,
get the fisheye lens though.
Well, he's finding the spot. If he's finding the spot, that means he can see enough to make it. So, very tough shot to get started, but happy to have a shot regardless, especially down 4-0. Nice and smooth here. And
he knew it as soon as he hit it too.
Yeah.
He was already kind of wishing that cue ball in a different direction.
All right. Okay, Gray back at the table. Looking pretty good. 1-ball not an issue. 2-ball not an issue. 3-ball's going to be tricky. Sitting behind that 4-ball, that's what he's looking at right now. It may be tough to get an angle to pocket that 3-ball in the pocket closest to where it's at. So he may need to get an angle to where he can slide over pretty close to basically 1 diamond up from where that chalk is that he just grabbed to pocket that 3-ball in the same pocket. So,
and I think he's got the angle for it.
He does. It's kind of straight, so he's going to have to hit this with some force. But it is the right angle, though, so that definitely helps. So let's see what he can get on that 3-ball off the 2 here.
Came up a little cheddar there.
Yeah, definitely a little cheddar. That was
he might be able to play it in the other pocket.
If he had a little more angle, I think that would have been a very navigatable position, but not so much. What other pocket you were talking about?
By the 6 instead of by the 8.
Cut it in? Thin cut? Yeah, from that angle, definitely looks like it's possible. From here in the booth, it looks pretty tight, but I don't know. I think you're right. I think he'll be able to get in there clean, and
I think he can avoid the 8.
Clip the 3 in the corner.
Or play safe.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing safe here. Yeah. Hit it a little, Cheddar, too. Hit it good, though. I mean, it was going straight in the hole. Just that thin cut. Needed a little more oomph.
Well, I've said it many times in many matches. Even though it's very early and it's 4-0, I think Dan needs to get this game.
Yeah.
He's got to open his account here.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, even if it's just getting him that self-confidence going. You know, Dan's a confident pool player, no doubt about it, but he's let a couple get away here that I'm sure he wants back, and it is very uncharacteristic. So,
yeah, it should be 2-2 right now.
Yeah, and theoretically, if those very, very uncharacteristic misses don't happen, it's 2-2.
Ooh, a little steep on this 5 ball. I think he should be able to go 2 rails between the 8 and 9, though. This is kind of the key shot of this rack. The 5 to the 6 is not simple,
especially at this point.
Bruce Gruning, go get him, Gray. Kevin Dorn, of course. Let's go, Dan. Look at this.
Wow.
Well, the good thing, I guess, for Dan is this should be a pretty simple safe.
Yeah.
Should be. Oh, boy. Yikes.
Well.
I commentator cursed him.
And you weren't even trying to do
right.
it. Dang it. I let an opportunity go by. All right, so the angle here, honestly, is pretty close to that side pocket, so I don't see there being a ton of risk in trying to make that make the bank in the side and getting that cue ball 2 rails over for the 7. But just going for the safe here, definitely.
Good shot.
Yep. Almost let it leak out a little too much. I don't know. It's hard to tell from the booth here.
I think he can see a little bit of it.
Yeah, even from that angle. I don't know. I think he might be able to bank it in the side. Where he's at. Nope. Playing safe. That 8 ball there, that helps. So
that is
even
not a bad shot.
No. You don't always have to hide somebody on a safe shot.
Leave him alone.
Yep. Just leave him with something he can't make, or leave him with something that even if he could make it, 2 balls down or 3 balls down the rack, they're going to be, a problem. So.
I think we should get Grandpa Jim and Elizabeth Hartzler into the booth to commentate.
Yeah.
I think Grandpa Jim would be really good at this job. Neither one of us are, so right. That's where do you live, Grandpa Jim? I say you just this match is probably going to go until, I don't know, 11:30, 12 o'clock or so, something like that. Right. So come on down, Jim. Jim, Grandpa Jim. Elizabeth asking if he has any other known issues, so that's his right hand is missing a pinky. I don't believe that for a minute. Randy Parlick, good evening to you as well.
Yeah, Randy's from my old stomping grounds, where I'm from, Anigo area. Or at least he was. I don't know if he's still living there. I think he is. All right.
Grandpa Jim says, Dale, I would be honored to join you folks. You guys are legends.
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's not get behind ourselves either. I mean,
right.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That is best compliment I've gotten today, without a doubt.
How long will it take you to get here?
No doubt. You can have my spot. I'll sit and eat some jalapeno poppers or something for a while.
Right.
With cheddar, of course.
Well, he got a good hit. I think he wanted to either let that cue ball float up on the other side of the 7, or squeeze that 6 ball between there and hide him behind it, which he did not do. So Dan is going to be thinking safety here. You look to see whether or not that 6 ball was frozen. Not sure exactly what he said, but a lot of times that can be a big piece in a little touchy safe like that. Didn't hide him, but again, I don't think there really is a makeable shot here, or at least a high percentage makeable shot.
Pete, you're never late. You're right on time.
Grandpa. All right, if you're out on the streets, watch out for Grandpa Jim. He is on his way, and he is determined to get here as fast as possible. He's run 5 red lights because the stream is so fun.
Wow. That's an even better compliment than
behind
before.
him, please send help, Matt. I cannot help with sirens.
I'm sorry. That's
whatsoever.
Yeah, you're on your own, Jim. Sorry.
I can help with, how to hit a draw shot, but
hey,
sirens, not so much.
Jim, use the senior card. I mean, right. If you've ever had to use it, right now is the time. Pull the senior card out. Tell them claim senility,
right,
or Alzheimer's. Yeah, whatever.
You can do it. All right.
Oh, this is a good, very good
we've got a little bit of a safety battle here, but I think Gray has gotten the best so far with that shot. That was very nice. Now Dan is measuring the angle to the 6 ball. It's a little a nice, easy trick as far as measuring where to hit the ball. If you're trying a kick shot, basically you measure the distance between the 6 and the rail, and then you take that, extend it beyond the rail, and that's your line that you want to hit. Very easy to do. Quick, down and dirty, gives you that angle right away.
He actually looked at kicking the long way too, and that's almost impossible. That 7 is a huge ball right there. All right, good shot. Good hit.
We've got Grandma Jenny now.
What? Grandma Jenny?
Grandma Jenny. Mr. Jim, can you pick me up on your way? I have a handicap tag so we can park nice and close. Perfect. We are going to make this happen tonight.
I think.
Get ready, folks.
I'll tell you what, Grandma Jenny, why don't you go pick up Grandpa Jim?
No, Grandpa is moving. He is moving.
One or the other.
Yeah. I like it.
Grandma Jenny, are you related to Gray as well? Or it's like the whole family's here.
All right.
I don't know why they just didn't drive to Oshkosh.
I don't know either. In a fashionable sense instead of running all the red lights and such.
That may have been a gift from the outer points there.
Yeah, he was definitely coming into that 7 ball, and that can always spell trouble, but he was fortunate enough to get a decent shot on the 7, but tricky. Still not a gimme to make this ball. Made it with ease, and he is sitting pretty. Nice shot. That was a really nice shot. Hit it with confidence. Definitely looked the way that he addressed that cue ball and stroked the ball. Looked like he's playing well.
Holy use of inside English there. Yeah. That was a beauty.
And straight in. Nice out, Gray. To pull ahead 5-0. Whoo. We're going to get... Grandpa Jim, I'm not sure you're going to make it. If it keeps going like this, well, especially if he's on his way to the Milwaukee jail, which I saw in an earlier comment.
Yeah, just so you know, Grandpa Jim, they're not going to put our stream on in the jail.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yep.
I mean, there might be a couple of police officers that are already subscribed. They might be watching it already, but I don't know. I don't think so. Be careful.
All right. So once again, coming up dry. Man, that break has definitely been a challenge for both players here tonight. Gray did have a really nice break earlier where he made the wing ball and the one ball with a good shot on the two. But other than that, I think every other break has been dry. Maybe with the exception of one rack. But, yeah, definitely has been a struggle getting that wing ball in. So Dan's got a makeable shot on the one here. The hard part is going to be navigating that two ball afterwards, and that's, in my opinion, why we saw a safety on that one, because it didn't really do him a whole lot of good to make the one ball if he couldn't break out the two or have some sort of solution for that as he shot the one, which really wasn't available. So the safe shot was definitely the right option there.
Matt, maybe you can help me with this. I'm not sure what to do at this point. Do we just shut down the stream and join the chat, with Grandpa Ginny or Grandpa Jim and Grandma Ginny? And Grandpa Jim's saying that Grandma Ginny's got 38 cases of sexual misconduct up against her right now. So
that's wrong.
I'm not sure where to go with
away
this.
From Grandma Jenny,
or join her. I don't know what. I'm not sure where to go from here.
Yeah, either way you're screwed, as one would say. Huh?
Literally.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, that wasn't on accident. I did that one on purpose.
No, you didn't.
Maybe the only witty thing I say all night.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Grandpa Jim has retracted a message. I can't imagine from the messages that he hasn't retracted what that one would have been.
Yeah,
but,
just a reminder, Grandpa Jim, this is a family channel. So
right.
You're okay so far. Just, quit while you're behind.
All right, the Gray fans are elated as Gray is up 5-0. And we've got a little bit of back and forth here, and I think that's going to continue until that two ball gets situated. And so one of the things that Dan did there is, he played safe, didn't hide the ball, no issue there, but trying to get the one ball down towards the two, because you could just play back and forth with that one ball on the other end of the table for, hours if you wanted to.
Preferably not.
Preferably not. But what he's doing is getting that one ball down there, so where at least there's a higher probability that when he at some point he'll get an angle to the two off the one to break that out. Otherwise, we'll be here a long time.
Grandpa Jim, as they've said, you've heard it repeatedly, many, many, many times. Don't drop the soap when you get there.
Yeah, if you do, you can drop it. You just don't want to pick it up.
Just don't pick it up.
Right. Yep. Handcuffs on. Officer found a cell phone. Jim, you had a good ride. Literally.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep.
I had a good time.
Yep.
And that's pretty much all that matters. Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, so Dan had played it safe here, and Gray could bank the one, but again, it doesn't really do him a whole lot of good. So, looking to see what kind of option he goes for.
Even my son says, rest in peace, Grandpa Jim.
Yep. All right, so Gray went for a safe, trying to hide the cue ball behind the 5. Now the one ball is down at the same end of the table as the two ball. Now if one of them gets ball in hand, they've got a couple different options. Either they can shoot the one in the corner, the Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket, maybe draw into the 2, or he could potentially shoot the one off the 8. That could be an option too if he has ball in hand, but the key is getting ball in hand, and did not hide Dan enough so where he couldn't see that ball. So Dan looked like, I don't think he was trying to make that ball. I don't see why he would. So
no, I don't think so either.
Just trying to get it over maybe a little closer to the 2, and
I think this cue ball is going to be right behind the 3 and the 6. Yeah.
But the problem is
it leaked out.
The problem was, even if he did, that one ball is down table again. So yes, he could make the ball, but what? How is he going to get that 2 ball out? Chris Green said, "We'll let Gray know to bail you out." Yeah, he'll probably have bail money.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know what about Grandma with 38 sexual assault cases.
Yeah, well, Grandma's still at home.
Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah. All right, here we go. We finally have an opportunity to break that 2 ball out. I'm sure Gray likes what he sees coming to the table here, and it all came from the fact that Gray was able to hide the cue ball. He didn't get ball in hand, but Dan kicking the ball there, it's hard to really get any sort of precision or precise leave. So Gray has got a very makeable shot on the 1 ball and angle to break that 2 out. Let's see what he does.
Do you think Grandma's at home working on number 39?
That's one of those questions that I don't want the answer to. You can continue to ponder, but I will spend no more time trying to figure that one out.
All right, fair enough. A pool cue knife fight. Nice.
Right.
Do you think Grandpa Jim and Grandma Jenny are actually sitting in the same house right now? And they're,
right.
I think they're messing with us.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so Gray does not look like he's going for it. Playing safe. Boy.
Good play.
Playing tight. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even if he...
But what does it solve?
Even if he did leave Dan a shot here, it doesn't... it's not going to hurt him.
Nope.
All right, so we have yet to figure out how we're going to get that 2 ball out. Been going back and forth with different options with safes. All have been unsuccessful as far as getting ball in hand. A few other safeties have been unsuccessful as far as hiding the cue ball.
Grandpa Jim, first, thank you for the compliment. I think it's a compliment. And I got it from, if you really want to get one, I go for...
I knew something was coming there. I knew you were walking yourself right into a good one there.
Years of smoking. I would take up smoking. I think I've got about 30 years under my belt, so that helped a lot. And then, again, he's got a shot at the 1, but that's about it.
Yeah, that 5 ball wasn't there. I could see this angle leading to a breakout. Gray's conversating with Dan here a little bit. Dan came up to the table. Let's see if we can get the player. Where's the player seats? There we go. We're having coaching in a singles match. See? Nice guy shootout here.
There's Mark Scafidi.
They're willing to help each other.
Jesse Crook. I thought, boy, you weren't kidding earlier, Matt, when you said 2 real gentlemen. To help your opponent. Right. Hey,
I think they're both tired of this game by now, right? As we are.
Hey, why don't you play this shot, Gray?
Yeah. Why don't we got to get this 2 ball out of here because I need to get home before midnight. All right, so looking at the chat,
I think I might be going out there pretty quick.
Grandpa Jim has escaped. Picked the lock to the cruiser. Oh, so he didn't even make it. All right, Jim, you're going to have to get your story straight because earlier you said that they were processing you. And now he said he escaped the cruiser. So apparently he never left the cruiser.
Wow,
I'm not sure.
He's good.
Yeah. All right, so finally getting that 2 ball out of there and made a nice shot. good news, bad news. Good news is made the 8-ball with a legal carom off the 2. Bad news, does not really have a shot on the 2-ball. There is that saying that it goes, fortune favors the bold, and that was bold. True for the most part, but here I'm not sure that that he is going to benefit from.
Wow,
that would go.
That did go.
Yeah, from this angle,
I didn't see that
did not
either.
look like that ball would go. See, goes back to the fortune favors the bold. I guess that does hold true. Nice. All right, great shot, and honestly, now no real troubles here. I mean, he still
Except
has
for
to
that.
play position.
Oh,
that was
that
unfortunate. That really was fortunate. He was on the other side of that 6-ball. That would have been ugly. Definitely would have been locked behind that 5-ball without an angle to the 4, but he did hit the high side of the 6, which left him a shot here. So I definitely see it. I would think the way he's been playing here, I don't see any issues making this 4-ball, which he doesn't.
Well, I'm just running into all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah, well, from at that angle, he really didn't have any other option.
I agree.
Sometimes you just have to take what you have, and he did that there. And I don't see any issues from here on out. This is smelling a lot like 6-0 to me.
Sure is.
I don't even know if I should even try to commentator curse him anymore.
I really don't think it's going to do you much good.
That's not done well so far.
And
He's unsharkable.
Gray's last 2 matches, I mean, he just destroyed his opponents.
Yeah. I see why. Shooting great. I don't see any issues here. 9-ball, not really in any precarious position, so he can do just about anything he wants with this one and have a good shot on the 9, which he does. And this should register 6-0. Well done.
Well, looks like they're going to have a brief conversation out there.
Yeah. All right, Jesse Crook in the house taking some pictures. That's always fun to do.
I think he's taking one of
yeah, I see
just
that.
you.
Just me? Oh, yeah. I don't see him zooming in or anything. But, yeah, Jesse is a very talented photographer. We've talked about that a few different times.
Scott Kugel contacted me a couple of times about that picture that Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
With him and
yeah, this has been cool. He's had some really cool pics of the different players throughout these tournaments.
I was so excited when he sent me the picture of me jumping with the bridge, because I made a jump shot on the 4-ball with the bridge, and he just captured it, just impeccable.
Yeah.
All right, really. I don't really think a runnable rack here with this where this 7-8 is. At some point, he's going to have to move that around.
I think the 7's fine because he'll be getting the
7 will be
3-ball out here earlier. But yeah,
7 to the 8 is
ball
tough.
Is definitely going to be tricky. He does have a couple balls down there to maybe navigate a little break shot at some point, maybe off the 6-ball. But regardless, we said this 2 games ago, Dan needs to get on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Badly.
Yeah, this is starting to slip away really quick.
Yep. And matches can swing, momentum can swing one way or the other very quickly. But
nice use of the 7-ball to draw for that 4.
Yeah, and especially that gives him a high percentage break shot off the 7 to get that 8-ball out of there too. So I really like that, the way that turned out.
Oh, Fred Renner coming up with a golden one there.
Seek and
destroy. I like it. That's fantastic. You get one, Fred. Oh, wait.
Grandpa Jim says, hey, Matt, can you see if Gray has his nose ring on today?
Yes, he does.
Could we do a player Clear view?
I can put it up there for you.
Yeah. Zoom in.
As soon as Dan hits this shot, I'll put it up. There you go, Grandpa.
So Grandpa says, because if he has one on today, ask him about the engraving on the nose ring. It's got the initials GJ on it. I'll let you guess what that means. I am not going to guess what that means.
I don't think there's an engraving on there. It's not big enough to have an
And
engraving on it.
I'm also not going to ask him about what his nose ring is engraved with.
Nope.
All right.
Hopefully,
nice shot.
Sanitizer of some sorts.
Right. All right, so Dan was able to get that 9-ball out there, released from that 8-ball, so the 8-ball is definitely makeable. The hard part about leaving that breakout until the end of the rack here is he has to get a shot on the 8 off the 7 here. If he would have broken that out earlier, I'm not saying he really had any opportunity to, because really where the balls were laying, I didn't see it, but just in general, you typically want to get those balls out there earlier, or broken out earlier, so it helps you.
I think this was
able
a
to get
smart
out.
shot.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially
Especially where he was at. He could have jacked up and tried to draw it back, but he could have got, hit that short little cheddar and got behind the 9-ball, which would have been a problem. Could have drawn into the corner pocket, and there's no reason to get fancy here, especially when you pocket balls as well as these guys do. This shot is very makeable.
Wow, what a great shot by Dan.
Yep. And he needed it. This is going to be Dan finally getting on the board, down 6-0. 6-1 is just a lot better than 7-0, isn't it?
Yep, without a doubt. All right, let's see if that one worked. Oh, just missed it.
Oh.
Wow, what a great shot by Dan.
Yep. The comment. He needed it. This is gonna. Grandma Jenny just jumped right in there and said it means Grandma Jenny, not Grandpa Jim. So well done, Grandma Jenny. Nice work.
The entire chat is filled up with Grandpa
Right.
Jim and Grandma Jenny, and I'll tell you what, Grandpa Jim and Grandma Jenny, if you're not subscribers already, shame on you.
Right.
Seriously, shame.
You better get out
shame,
there right now.
no
And
doubt.
do it.
Shame on you.
Yep.
I don't care how old you are.
All right, and make sure you come back to future matches because this is entertaining. Everyone's enjoying it. All right. So we do have a few Dan
Oh, that was a
fans in the group.
like it.
Heather, Fred, and Kevin are all happy that Dan finally got on the board.
I think
And-
everybody is.
Yeah.
I think even the Gray fans are
Yeah.
happy Dan opened his account a little
a
bit.
worthy opponent.
I
Just
think we're
makes-
still going hill.
Just makes that. I don't think we'll go hill, but it's going to be a lot closer than 6-1.
And Chalk is gone, huh? See ya. That's a free one.
Grandpa Jim says, I have subscribed and added Dale to my will. Wow. That's going above and beyond.
I think Grandma Ginny should do the same. Hey, thank you, Grandpa Jim. That's awfully nice of you.
Upon Grandpa Jim's death, you will get 3 Marlboro Reds.
Oh, excellent. And probably I'm going to have to pay for his bail, though, aren't I?
No, he escaped.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe
He's out.
his bail after he gets, if he gets rearrested. Oh, you'll get all his medical debt. Perfect.
Thanks.
Well done.
All right. Go over to the YouTube channel over there, Matt, and block Grandpa Jim.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want his medical debt.
Well, blocking him isn't going to help. He already did it. It's done.
I think I can undo it. It's my
All
channel.
Just erase. All right, so Gray made a nice shot there to carom the, I believe it was a 3-ball in there in the corner. Unfortunately, did not really get a great shot on the 2-ball. Not have a good pocket there. Going to be looking at a safety here, which he hits very well.
Yeah, and Dan's not a jumper, especially at his age. He's
right. Yeah, he's more of a heel on the ground kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. He's still working with that artificial hip, isn't he? So he's.
No idea.
You don't want to.
We have never discussed artificial hips before. All right. Good news is he got a hit. Bad news is he left a pretty makeable shot on that 2-ball. His wrinkled up face confirms that.
None of our viewers can see that.
I've made that crinkled up face before.
Well, let's see if it's still on there. Let's take a look.
Oh no.
Oh, he's
He's just shaking his
He looks
head.
okay. Mark Scaffidi's over there, enamored with the match.
Yeah. As he should be. All right, so this is a pocketable ball for Gray. No problem here. The hard part's going to be getting a shot on the 4-ball.
And that's not going to happen.
Came into it really nice. Honestly, I don't know how much better he could have expected to hit that ball. Hit it really well, but did not come out good for him. He's got maybe a kick shot off the rail here. Doesn't seem like there's a makeable ball or a makeable pocket. Accessible pocket, I should say, from where it's at. So looking at his different options. Lined up a jump shot there a little bit, but I don't think that does him much better. I think here he's going to be looking at just thinning that 4-ball and trying to get back basically where his cue ball is there.
Mr. Anonymous, I will not be getting a nose ring. So, but
okay.
I think I would actually attempt a jump on this and try to hit the... That didn't turn out too bad.
No, especially where the 4-ball ended up there. That cut down the rail is presenting a scratch.
Yeah, it sure is.
I mean, I think if he hits that, at pocket speed, that cue ball will float forward enough to keep from scratching. But at any pace whatsoever, that cue ball is going to deflect directly into that side pocket. Gramachini. There's so much information there in that comment.
I honestly don't even know what to say at this point.
Right. Well, it's important to treat that IBS.
Yeah, you don't want that, especially being arrested. Oh, that actually might be a good time to have IBS.
Maybe. I don't know. So Dan wasn't able to pocket the 4-ball. However, he didn't scratch.
All right.
So that's good. And the cue ball did end up getting behind that 9-ball. I don't think...
we're going to go over that 9. We're going over the top of it right now.
Yeah, this is a shot where if he makes that 5-ball sitting where it is, I think there's a decent chance he's rewarded there. However, when you're jacking up like this to jump over that ball at that amount of distance, you have to hit it so dead center that any left or right translates to masse down table.
Ooh, that turned out really well for Gray.
Isn't that crazy too? An inch shorter, and that's a super makeable ball. An inch longer, it goes off the rail, and again, is a super makeable ball. But for the fact that it just froze against that rail, that's a tough shot.
What do you do if you're playing, Matt? Do you try to rail first and...
Yeah. Yeah,
I think I would too.
I'm fairly comfortable going rail first with balls frozen. At some point, I was really, when I learned that shot existed, I was really excited about it. So I played it a lot, and I think as a result,
and it looks like it is froze.
Yeah. But there is, especially since it is so close to the pocket, there is a fair amount of wiggle room here as far as where you can hit on that end rail and still clip the 4-ball in coming off. Boy, that's a dangerous shot.
I think he got away with it, though.
May have done it. Well, I don't know. You have to zoom in on his face there after he looked closer at it. See how many wrinkles are in it.
How many do you call it?
No, I think he's okay. He's not shaking his head. Boy, I don't know if he can get the angle to cut that in. That 6-ball's just hanging over there. But doesn't seem to be too concerned about it, so should be able to cut that in, which he does. And bad news, that 5-ball is not makeable from there. And I don't think that's a dead combo.
Nope, it is not.
So we'll be looking at another safe shot here.
I think this has been the longest 2 games in 9-ball history.
Might be. Yeah, for me, I would probably hit the high side of that 5-ball, and it kind of confirms that the way he's aiming his cue there. But if he hits the high side of the 5, which is basically just left of dead center, the cue ball will roll over basically right where he pointed the cue, his finger there, behind the 9-ball, and the 5-ball's going to float down by the 6 or by the end rail there. So that's definitely I think the obvious shot here.
Wow, he hit that fantastic.
Yep, hit it great. It's all about touch.
This is going to be a tough hit. Yeah, he's going to have to go the length of the table.
Heather Green says blackberry brandy cures all. Ask Tim Volkman.
Yeah.
That's correct. Cures what ails you. It kills what ails you.
So, Jeff, after, well, first of all, hello to you as well, Amy, and, oh boy.
Yeah. Dan comes up
Amy Cools and Jamie.
Actually, if he would have hit that harder, he would have
caught it on the second, third time. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
Nope. And Corbin, you had said hello earlier, and I got distracted by pool or something like that.
Family.
Jeff Hefter. So it was brought up a little while ago that I should get, if it goes to 2,000 subscribers, I have to get the tattoo twice as large. That's not going to happen either.
Oh.
I mean, what do you do then? Where does it end? At 5,000, do I have to get it 5 times as large? And 10,000 subscribers? What do I do at 1 million? Get a whole body sleeve? Huh?
Just a one-arm sleeve.
Just a sleeve?
Yep. Is Vince on? Have we heard from him yet?
I have not seen Mr. Didio in the...
Yeah. I have to give you his professional recommendation. And as a small business owner, I'm sure it would have involved more tattoos. Any responsible self-business or self-owned business would promote that.
For sure.
All right, so looks like Gray is in control of this table. Little draw shot here, and he's sitting pretty. This should be 7-1. Dan needed to turn that into some momentum. He honestly didn't play that bad. Just had Gray played a good safe.
Mm-hmm.
Dan needed to go up and down and get a hit on the ball, and just missed. So
all right, we're going to take a quick break. Yeah. So we're going to let Matt Strong talk about this guy right here for a little bit. And I'm going to step out and go to the restroom myself real quick. And then you just go back and hit whatever you want. Just hit a button.
Man,
Except
there's
that
so many buttons here.
None of these.
Not the stop stream button?
Preferably not.
All right. Where should I start with my buddy John Kramer?
Oh, boy.
The inventor, the curator, if you will, of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. Those of you not familiar, it is an organization that was started by, as I just mentioned, my buddy John Kramer, but by and for the players. It currently has a board of, I believe, 5 or 6 members, official members anyway, and they come together to promote the sport of billiards here in Wisconsin. And it is a phenomenal organization that gets together once a year to crown new members of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. And how that happens is people who become a member, as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, they have 1 year for $10, 3 years for $25, 5 years for $40. Once you pay that fee, you are then a member of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. That gets you a handful of different benefits, but the most important one is it gets you voting rights, which means every year John always announces out on the WSPA page that it's time to come in and get your voting in. So you will log in, and there will be the current available or current players that are available to vote for, and you cast your vote. Not only do you get to vote for the current year, but you also get to vote for who will be on the ballot next year. So very important, and this is all driven by the players. There's no sponsors that get preferential treatment as far as voting goes. One vote is just as valuable as any other vote out there. And so at the end of the voting time frame, they will announce the winners, and those players get inducted into the Hall of Fame that year. So that was my spiel.
That was fantastic. Hey, give yourself a raise.
You weren't
after that.
How about we double my salary?
That was all right. Deal.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
What's 0 times 2?
We actually have a guest in the booth right now.
Now we're talking.
That's string cheese right there.
String cheese.
So
welcome,
all the way from San Francisco, California.
Wow.
My daughter. Do you want to be on camera for a second? I think you should.
Yeah, put her right here in the middle.
Oh, gosh.
Come on. Walk right in the middle.
There you go.
So everybody, you've heard me talk about her many times already, and maybe we'll get Baby Cheddar and Nate or Anime in here, but this is string cheese all the way from California.
There she is.
There's my daughter.
Are you sure she looks?
As you can tell,
she looks way better than you do. She must take after her mother.
She's out there. Mrs. Cheddar's out there too. So,
welcome to the booth. Is she sitting down? I could take a break for a little while.
She knows less about pool than you do.
Well, that doesn't take a lot.
Yeah, that is true. Good point.
Does she want to?
No, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Not a huge fan? Okay.
I'd
ask.
I'd like to keep my channel. And I'd like to keep the viewers.
Hey, I mean, honestly, I think that's as far as announcing goes, it's great to have somebody that doesn't know a whole lot, because a lot of times they ask good questions.
That is true. That is true. Oh, he almost lost it in the Dan Coppens Memorial pocket there.
I think one more really bad miss, and it's official. We dedicate it to Dan Coppens.
We're going to have to put a DC on that corner of that pocket there.
Yeah. VD and DC. That doesn't. We're going to have to come up with something other than initials, because that just sounds wrong. All right.
So, string cheese, what do you think of the view up here, huh?
This is kind of nice.
Not bad. You can actually say something if you,
the
if
mic
like.
will pick you up.
You can yell.
It looks different from in here.
I know, right? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. We got the AC going. Nice and comfy.
It's still warm.
It's
warm.
it's like
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of hot air over here, so it's kind of hard to keep that cool.
it's like I have an air conditioner over there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is like NASA, you know.
Yeah,
Well, I
lots of
don't. That
computers.
may be a little far.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of. What are all the colors?
It's just pretty, so I can see it
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I'm looking for a key.
Yeah. It is a fairly high tech looking
Oh,
booth. That's
wow.
for sure.
This makes the camera.
We've got
go
3
different
big
places.
screens here that us commentators get to use as we're calling a match. We've got a keyboard for both.
Oh, that's
And
golden opportunity
that,
for
I think
Dan.
That's the first window that Gray has opened up here for Dan. So let's see if he can take advantage. Definitely. I mean, it wasn't a nearly as easy of a shot to miss as Dan did earlier. However, definitely makeable, especially for someone of Gray's caliber. We would not have expected him to miss that. So here we go. Dan needs that opportunity. Let's see if he can capitalize.
Left himself with a perfect angle to come one rail and out. Play the 8 in the side.
Yep. This is one of those scenarios where I would play it differently based on what type of table that I'm playing on. If I was playing on a valley, I would shoot that 8 ball in the corner all day, every day.
Same.
But since it is a diamond table, those corner pockets are a lot more difficult to navigate. And so the side pocket is by far the biggest ball on the table. And Dan seems to be of that same opinion as he comes out to play that 8 ball in the side. I would have done the same. Definitely would have looked at shooting that 8 ball on the side rather than the corner. Should be in good shape here. Little inside English. Doesn't even have to get a good shot. He actually went outside English to go 3 rails around. Another good opportunity here. So a fairly easy shot away from getting it a little bit closer at 7-2.
Again, a must-have.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is not like the Dan Coppens that we know. And I'll tell you what, that
brutal.
was... And I don't mean to get on Dan right now, but that was hit way too hard for that pocket. That was...
I think you're right as far as if he would have hit it, a little bit softer, he might have made it, but honestly, he just missed it. You can fire that ball in if you hit it good. Just another very uncharacteristic miss
Yeah, that is...
by Dan.
Dan is not on his game tonight. All right, let's get to our next sponsor spotlight, and that is coming from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That is Mr. Brett. I'm sorry, it is not Brett. Brent
There you go.
Lucas. Midstate Amusement Games, they are a full-service operator serving the Fox Valley and southeast Wisconsin, supplying, installing, and servicing all types of gaming equipment, increasing each location's profits, other than mine.
Really? You don't
No
get a
profits
cut?
for me.
Aw,
No,
poor guy.
I know.
You get profits now from YouTube, though. Probably swimming in cash over there, aren't you?
Yeah. Last month, I made $0
Ooh, well done.
and 0 cents.
Nice round number.
Right? Same amount that you're getting paid tonight,
Yeah. You were going to double my salary.
which is still going to be 0.
Oh, yeah. That's
Correct.
worth
I'll
it.
get you a sun drop if you'd like.
Okay.
Maybe a cheeseburger.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Oh, you hit that really well, but that thing is going
he
to
went
travel
right
forever.
Past. Perfect.
Yeah, right in between.
That was a great shot. Just a little too hard.
So if I look at my YouTube channel right now at this very moment, because I fixed some of it this morning, I didn't know that you actually had to apply for what's called AdSense. So
Oh, why does this not surprise me? You do all the work, you do all the hard stuff,
and then the easy
and then
stuff
you
comes up
miss
and
a simple
blow it off.
little detail.
No, you actually have to apply for what it's called AdSense, which is a separate account, and then that's how you get paid
Okay.
or monetized through that channel or through
Gotcha.
that AdSense.
Then
So-
does that need to be approved? Like, is there a certain
Yes.
period then, or
Yes.
do you immediately get turned on?
2 to 3 days. My daughter's here. We can't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha. You're still making $0.
so I'm still
Yeah,
making
that's the
zero. She can't hear. Never mind.
Right.
So, but yes, it's under review. It's in progress.
Gotcha.
So, and then after my AdSense is approved, then we're off and running.
Nice. That's the exciting part. Now, do they have like an actual calculation that they give you as far as what, how they come up with compensation? Or is that, kind of, it's part of the, the algorithm? And it's different all the time.
It's going to be different for every video, every short,
okay.
every reel, basically everything I do. It all depends on the watch time hours
Okay.
and the views.
Okay. So not only, did they click on your video, but if they spent 2 or 3 hours, as in, a lot of these do, that's worth a lot more than a 30-second reel.
Correct.
Would be.
And
Okay.
and you everybody that's been watching the channel for quite some time, they've noticed too. If you look at the numbers in the chat, once it gets down towards the last half hour, 45 minutes of the match,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden you'll see that spike in viewers. It'll
Okay.
just climb.
Yep. That makes sense. I know a lot of times if I'm busy, but I want to check in on a match, I'm not going to check in right away. I'll typically want to check in towards the end just to see how it ends up.
Mm-hmm.
So Gray had a tough shot there that he rattled on that 4-ball. I wouldn't say an easy shot to make, but gave Dan another opportunity here. So was able to get up out of his seat and get going. Made a shot right away. Unfortunately, does not have a great shot on that 5-ball, but man, he hit it great.
Yeah, he did. He's going to have to play this 6-9 combo.
Yep. Hopefully he'll remember to spot the 9-up again. Or he'll have to come out of the booth this time. All right, so he got a good angle to hit that 6-9 combo. The 9, again, I hate combos out of just a terrible history of missing them. But this one definitely seems makeable.
Oh
And he
my
hangs
gosh, he hit it too soft.
Oh.
Allowing Gray back to the table
We're
again.
going to have to dedicate that whole side of the table to him because now he's done twice in that pocket. He does
boy.
not shooting. He does not like shooting north. Apparently, those are both the northernmost pockets on the table. And look at him going for that 9-ball right away. He's going to bring that up. We don't have to bang on the glass, to
Right.
get him to spot the
John
9-ball.
Kramer, I hope you're wrong, but I will definitely keep an eye on that. I like to go back and watch some of the matches just because I want it's critiquing the stream and trying to make it better, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to watch and see how many commercials that ends up being. But hey, if I'm getting, 10 million a year, you can play all the commercials you want.
Right. All right. So, as Gray has done with his other opportunities in the past, capitalizing on the opportunity that Dan has given him, in good shape here. Should go to the end rail and come down, put the 9-ball in the, bottom left pocket as the current screen is oriented. Oh, there he goes. Nice speed.
Yeah, about the 45-yard line. That's
Yeah.
not bad, though. Pocketable.
No. Especially since he's not, staring into the side pocket or any sort of scratch here. So. All right. 9-1. Wow.
I I don't think anybody expected this, especially Dan Coppens.
Yeah, no kidding. This is getting out of hand quickly.
All right, let's do another sponsor spotlight, shall we? And they were just here a little while ago, as a matter of fact. That is Brett Tovar. And his son Owen actually is going to be playing in the junior championship or the junior knockout challenge August 3rd and 4th. We'll maybe get into that a little bit. But anyway, Brett owns a roofing company here in Oshkosh. They do re-roofs, asphalt, rubber roofing installs, leak detection, which is great at my age. We talked about that once before, and some repair. So if you get an opportunity, go over to tovarconstructionllc.com and fill out the contact information, and Brett will get a hold of you. All right. Dry break from Gray Siech.
Yep.
Or Sick, according to Grandpa Jim.
I think
is Grandpa still
Jim
out there?
Yeah, he is. Grandma seems to be getting a little more animated, though. And Taylor, who is Gray's wife, seems to be taking offense to some of her comments.
I see that. I got to go back and read some of these. I kind of got lost in...
Taylor likes the all caps. She's been...
Jeez, Taylor, stop yelling at us.
Very excited thus far, but that last comment from Grandma Jenny, she was not happy about.
No, it
not
didn't
happy
seem
about it at all.
It did not seem so.
Yep.
Bill made it to Quincy. So the Bill Larson, if you guys don't know in the chat, he is in Quincy, Illinois for the National Wheelchair Championships.
How
right
cool is
alongside, the junior nationals are at the same venue in Quincy, Illinois this week.
That's awesome.
So,
go Bill.
Yeah, best of luck to you, Bill. And I hope to God you don't get a flat tire on your wheelchair, because that'll kind of...
They got to be run flat. They got to be run flat.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Tubeless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see him jumping off and repairing one of those things.
I don't think so either.
Got to be run flat. Yeah.
Do you think they have, if they get like really fast in their game or whatever, they have like a pit crew?
Maybe.
Like at NASCAR?
Maybe you should look into that.
Come in and change one of the tires real quick?
Give him a Red Bull.
Clean the windshield?
Could be.
Sure.
Might want to look into that if he doesn't.
I think so.
I like it. All right, so Gray was trying to kick at the one ball, did not get a hit. Outer point jumped up and bit him there, and gave Dan ball in hand, who started with a combo. Finished the one ball off here, has a good shot on the 3. It looks, I don't know if that 5 ball passes the 6 in the corner.
I don't think so.
That's the only question that we have to this rack. Otherwise, the rest of the balls are definitely very accessible.
We'll take a look as soon as Dan shoots this 3 in the side.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at that.
If they were playing by normal rules, this would be a game-ending shot here.
If he makes it, of course.
Making that combo. But the 9 ball's just going to spot up.
Good evening to you as well, Farmer Dave, tuning in from Ohio. David Martins, what's up all? Happy Monday to you as well. Hope everybody had an incredible 4th of July weekend. I know we did, right, String Cheese? Yeah, good times. She's really, you really have to get her to stop talking so much.
You need to quiet down.
This is really
a little ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just annoying how much she
hear myself think.
But we can't even commentate with.
I know.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Bill was able to confirm that he does, in fact, have run flats.
Oh.
So that's good.
That's
good
fantastic.
To know,
That's great to hear.
Yeah. Also, let me know what you think about the pit crew. I may be interested.
I'd actually be willing to.
It did go by that
6
ball.
Without a doubt.
Ooh, he needed that.
I don't even know why we were
He needed that.
questioning.
Yeah, it's so tough to tell. Typically, I have really good depth perception and kind of have a pretty good idea of whether or not a ball passes. But man, it's tough to tell from in the booth here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. Oh, boy,
Wow,
oh, boy,
that
oh, boy.
was-
Dan's just getting himself into a pickle quite.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's still okay.
He is.
But man, this is way harder than it needed to be. All he needed to do was go 2 rails out with that cue ball and had the 7 ball straight in.
He's playing safe here.
He either
He's
hit
playing
it too
safe.
thick. Yeah, he must not have been able to cut it in the side. Wow. I mean,
Did
he's
well.
Not, yeah. I mean, he didn't give the game away with that shot, but letting Gray to the table from where Dan was sitting is not a good thing. That's for sure.
So, thank goodness that John Klein is here. I
Right.
mean, otherwise, we probably would have had to end this stream early. I mean, without John, Outer Points Productions just doesn't exist. So,
Oh.
thanks for finally making it, John.
Yeah, where
Hope we
the
didn't
hell were ya?
hold you up from anything. So to answer the question from David Martin, what is the payout for first place?
Oh, that was a great
That's fantastic.
Shot. 2 rail kick.
So
Look, Dan gave him a fist bump on it.
for second place, it is $900 in cash, a knockout challenge finalist jersey from Onboard Sportswear, a pair of Knockout Challenge 3.0 boxing gloves, and I think that's it for second place. First place, $1,300.
Oh,
Wow, that was a great
man.
attempt.
He might get safe.
Oh,
he did. Woo!
That's
Oh, he needed that.
that's good sportsmanship.
And I think he got a fist bump back
Yeah.
from Gray.
I don't know if I was down. If I was down 9-1, I don't know if I'd be doing fist bumps or anything over there. But I love the sportsmanship.
Dan's
That's
been
pretty
here
cool.
Too many times.
So first place also gets. I'd have to go back and try and find the picture, but I make little trophy size pool tables. They're 8 by 16 inch little pool tables, and they are an exact replica of a diamond table.
Well, aren't they to the dimensions that you typically
That I play
would
with,
need when you play?
That I play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my home
So they're
table.
not
It's a
mini,
9-footer.
They're just a
Yeah.
cheddar table.
It's a 9-footer for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So they get one of those. They get a 5-year membership from John Kramer
Oh, wow.
into
Did he?
the. Wow, he
I
called
think
that.
He called that. Yeah.
a 5-year membership into the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, a Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame T-shirt, and a first place champions onboard sportswear collared jersey with their name on it and all the
Jeez.
sponsors. So, yeah,
Just pile that on the table.
there is a lot at stake here for these guys,
Yeah.
and a guaranteed spot in the next knockout challenge if they so choose to play.
That's cool.
Oh, well done.
Yep.
All right, string cheese is out of here.
Yeah, which is good because Nader Animator said, "Tell String Cheese that the diner is ready."
Diner? Oh,
Yep.
dinner.
Diner is ready.
Super. I need
Is that
some
where
diner.
you guys eat at the diner?
I need some diner.
Let's see if you can sign it out to everybody at the table.
Grandpa Jim asking if the cash comes in singles or fives. It's all money that came from the Peppermint Hippo. So
So it has lots of
it's-
sprinkles,
it's
as you could call them.
yeah, and some glitter.
Yeah. All right. Dan has just doubled his score. He just needs to get things rolling. He can do it. He can definitely come back, but it's going to take some work. He's got it in him. Let's see. Boy, what a break. 3 balls down. I think he may have made both wing balls there and the 1 ball.
I think he made too many balls there because he's got no shot at the 3.
I know. In my experience, the more balls I make, the less chance it seems like that I'm going to have a shot.
It's true.
I've made 6 balls and not had a shot in 9 ball.
That just
ridiculous.
Seems... Yeah, that's not fair. Remember that, was it Alex Pagulayan, where he made 7 on the break in 9 ball? He had the 7 and the 9 left and missed the 7.
Oh, I did see that.
Or no, he made the 7.
I saw the clip.
he made the 7 and missed the 9.
Yeah, that was good.
So coming up, well, first of all, thank you very much, Jimmy Newman. Yeah, I'm beside myself on how fast that 575 and under 1.1 is filling up. I would not be surprised if it's already full. I think I had 40 some players already signed up at like 6 o'clock, 3 hours later. So I'm going to put that up. Remind me of that, Matt. I'm going to see if I can get that thing filled up tonight.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm going to put that flyer up there after
I was
this.
reading comments.
Oh, okay.
David Martin said, "What's the payout for first place?" And Grandpa Jim says, "A nickel and a high five." I like that. That's a good one.
Grandpa Jim, if you maybe been hitting the bottle a little bit tonight, just curious.
Carry on.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well done, sir.
I thought you were
Hopefully
coming.
you're safely back at home by this point.
Weren't you headed this direction? Because
Your cruiser.
we could use a shot or two.
A shot or 4.
All right. Excellent hit by Mr. Coppens and a fabulous safety.
Yeah.
Safety. Safety. It's a safety. That's the new.
Right. That's not new. And it's not the right way to say it.
It's my stream.
Well, there you go. Well played.
I can say
You always
safety.
got that card, don't you? You jerk. My stream. Oh, okay. I guess.
I can say safety if I want to.
Apparently you can. All right, so Gray's got a
jeez,
tough
you see
kick
that thing
there.
jump?
Yeah.
This is like a trout in April.
Yeah, I don't know if he was elevated a little bit, but not the tricky part of that kick was he didn't have a direct line off the end rail. He had to hit that with a little bit of right hand English.
Oh, thank goodness Dillhole is here.
Oh, perfect. Here we go.
Fantastic. Who was that doctor the other night? Dr. Barry something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just absolutely.
I fell in head
good.
first. Head first. All the way up to my ankles. Grandpa Jim, my favorite drink is an old fashioned. But favorite shot would be probably Fireball. What's yours, Matt?
I like a whiskey old fashioned sour with a pickle.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, if
Most people don't throw a pickle in their old fashions, but
I don't mind
it.
a pickle at all.
That's the word on the street.
Hey, wait a second.
Everybody knows that you don't mind a pickle, Dale.
So you've got to try Jim Beam Orange, and
Oh, didn't you have that the other day?
yeah,
In here, yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, I don't know. Those days may be behind me. I got pretty much.
Oh, look at the
come
speed
that's
on
gonna be
this.
just
Look at the
right.
speed on
Just
this. What
right.
a beautiful shot by Dan Coppens.
Oh, bringing it when he needs it.
Flannel, Jesus.
Yeah, and he does. Maybe that's what it is. I don't even see a flannel over there. He jinxed himself.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think we just figured out what's going on.
I mean, I've seen him shoot without a flannel, but that's just because he's taking the flannel off.
Right.
This
Right.
might be Summer Dan. And Summer Dan does not wear flannel. I don't know.
No, he's
don't
got
know.
a nice Milwaukee Brewers shirt on.
Yeah.
All right, you're stuck with just me for a little bit. Matt had to go out and he's going to grab himself something to eat. Yes, Grandpa Jim, the audio was off for a second. It happens from time to time. That way, sometimes you don't want to hear what we have to say. Or maybe you do. That's a really good shot by Dan. It's hard to force that 3 ball over with the very slight angle that he had. So I think he's going to have to come all the way back and play the 6 in the side. Or go back and forth and play the 6 in the lower right. Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't want to do that. Yeah, you know what? I agree, Chris. But Matt's a lot bigger than me. I mean, he's getting smaller, but he's still a lot bigger than me. So I really don't have a choice. He just pushed me out of the way. Oh, my. Gray missing the 6 ball in the Dan Coppens pocket there. But, man, that thing is deep. Let's go zoom in on that one. That thing is way at the back of the shelf. I think Dan's going to have to jack up and draw this, or try to draw this one a little bit. Uh-oh. Ooh, got out of there. Snuck out for the 7. Matt's fresh out of surgery, a week or two ago. So I think this is probably the only time in my life that I might be able to take him. He's weak. So he's got, I got that going for me. Dan is not happy with himself at the moment. That was a little bit of a frustrated slam of the old butt of the cue on the floor. Typically not the best thing to do on concrete. Doesn't bode well for the bumper on your butt. And he's given Gray an opportunity with 3 balls left on the table to make this a 10-3 lead.
I mean, you can't make 1 or 2 mistakes like that in this match, and this is his 4th that I've seen. Yeah, that's rough. Definitely gonna... And Gray's been making it hurt, too. That's tough. I had... a long time ago. This was, I think it was even before I graduated college. I was over in the Twin Cities, and I was playing a guy. He was giving me, I think, 2 in a race to 5 and the breaks on a bar box 9-ball. And at the time, I was playing some of the best pool of my life. I legitimate, and this isn't me just talking stupid, I would have played Efren with that spot.
That's
on a Valley bar box with
No
the
doubt.
breaks. But we were playing on, and it had to be the table. And we played for, I basically went broke playing him because I knew with that spot I had to win. Like, there's no way that I would lose, especially to an amateur player. I played for probably 3.5 hours, and I made the ball on the break twice.
Wow. On a Valley.
On a Valley. Racking my own.
That's pretty bad.
It was, towards the end of the session, I got so mad that I slammed my brake cue down on I think it was concrete, and popped the butt cap off of my brake cue. I was so
Did you
mad.
break your butt?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I split it right open.
Crack right in the middle, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
boy, I hate. That's tough.
Yeah. Brutal.
Well, we've got a runaway train in Mr. Gray Siech or
Siech.
Actually, I think Dan Coppens maybe left his pool game at home tonight.
I think you forgot it.
You'd think for a match like this, that'd be the first thing you'd want to make sure you have.
Grandpa Jim, if you're on your way, just look out on the side of the road. If you see Dan's game, go ahead and pick it up and bring it along, because this is really
Mrs. Cheddar, do you
this is turning ugly.
You want to come in? Mrs. Cheddar is out there.
Yeah. Is that it? Doesn't she have a nickname?
Yeah, Mrs. Cheddar.
Oh. Well, that's
Oh,
not
sharp. Yeah,
string
she's
cheese or-
Sharp Cheddar
Sharp cheddar. There you go.
because she's a teacher.
yeah. She's the brains of the operation.
Oh, without a doubt.
That makes sense.
Wouldn't be here without her.
Yeah.
And look what she brought me.
Ooh, so pretty.
That is an old fashioned
Yeah.
from the varsity club.
Wow. Not messing around with those cherries either.
No, that's good stuff.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Probably get shut down for that too.
Yeah. Who's going to shut you down?
I don't know. Am I allowed to have alcohol on my stream? Is that legal? I think it's
It's your
legal.
stream. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, don't forget it. It's a wait, what was the word?
I don't remember.
Instead of safety, it was a say-we. Say-we.
I don't know.
What'd you order from the bar?
Cheese curds. Obviously. With ranch.
Cheese curds.
Yep. I said it'd be like a 45-minute wait.
Yikes.
Normally I wouldn't worry about it, but man, the way this train is rolling, I may not get my food in time.
Don't tell Dan that.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get a comeback here. Dillhole says, "Where's the pickle?"
It's
Yeah, we've played that game before. I don't.
yeah,
like it.
we don't.
I really don't like it.
We played that before we started the stream.
Man, we've got lots of comments here. Appreciate that. It's fun when everybody gets involved.
Look at
All
this
right,
kick
Dan,
safe.
look
Are
at
you
that.
kidding me?
Safe.
Was that intentional? Come on, Dan. Come
That
on.
may have been a two-way shot.
It's a heck of a
Called
kick.
it there in the corner. So, Grandpa Jim says, "Do they serve hard-boiled eggs at the varsity club?" And that's one of those questions that, given Grandpa Jim's conversation thus far, I would prefer just to not move forward with.
Nope. I've never blocked a grandparent before. I've never put a grandpa in timeout, and it's coming fast.
it might.
You know, there is a possibility it could happen tonight.
All right. Well, Gray made a nice hit. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to benefit him that much because I believe that 6 is almost straight in the side.
Wow. Grandma Jenny's. I'm not sure what that... We're going to have to block both of them.
I know that makes sense.
A lot more bloody than Mary? Or a lot more Mary than bloody?
Yeah, right. Bloody,
Yeah,
bloody
that's
is
true.
the tomato juice.
That's true.
Mary is the
Vodka.
good stuff.
The good stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense. It's not inappropriate. Most of her other comments were, but that one's pretty clean.
Yeah, 38 sexual assaults. Oh, no, Grandpa said that about Grandma.
That's what it was. All right. See, this is another one of those things that Dan, he's just a little bit off. This is a tricky little shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's middle ball, I think, with just,
Yep.
a medium pace.
There you go.
That almost didn't fall.
Oh, here we go. Here's your guy.
Jeez.
He's back. He's not falling for it this time, Dr. Barry.
David Martin's, I prefer not to torment anybody.
Right.
That's not, what we do on the stream, but
No. Torments are bad.
yeah, torments are not, especially lower level players. That's just rude. I mean, that's disrespectful to be doing that.
Tournaments are good, but
I would
Tournaments
definitely. I think we could hold tournaments for low level play,
right.
and I'm
Yeah,
not.
that
gonna,
would probably work. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. I refuse to be that guy to torment anybody though,
Right.
unless it was Matt. Then maybe.
Yeah, maybe. S. Seidler watching from North Carolina. Go flannel Jesus.
I love it.
All right. Did you get the game for Dan?
I did. Mm-hmm.
10-4, good buddy.
It is.
All right, Dan. Needs to get that wing ball. He rattled it. 7 ball, maybe? Oh, dry again. Well, Gray will have a very makeable shot here. Maybe a combo. It's going to be tough to get back on that 2 ball.
Mike Cucci.
Jeez. Where do these?
Some of these screen names are
You just changed it.
just-
Seems like a concerted effort here.
You betcha, Taylor. Absolutely. I would love to do that. So here is a big shout out. Let's actually do it from the booth cam, shall we, Matt?
Sure.
His name is Lachlan. So,
What's up, Lachlan?
hi, Lachlan.
Go to bed.
Go.
Just kidding. Stay up and watch pool. You'll do way better in life doing that.
I would actually stay up. I don't think I. Don't listen to your mom tonight. I wouldn't. You got to watch Dad.
Right.
tonight.
All right. So this is not super obvious here. Gonna have to play a combo, the 1-3. Then he is going to have to shoot a combo 1-7. And then he's still not out of the woods because then he needs to get a shot on the 1 and be able to go down table
Just like that.
to the 2.
Yeah.
Well, part 1. This is a 3-part shot to get down to the 2 ball. Part 1, he did well. Made the 3 with no issue. So now part 2 is to, as I mentioned before, get the 1-7. Fortunately, the 1 ball came down to a really good spot to make that combo and be able to control the 1 ball. In this case, keep that 1 ball really in that same spot, very close to the hole, to where he can pocket it again after the shot and then get down to the 2.
So we've got Dill Hole.
Right?
We have Mike Cucci,
Right?
and Dick Trickle is now in the chat. How did that 7 ball not go in that
I
pocket?
have no idea.
I have that.
Mainly
I'm
because I was looking at the comments.
baffled.
That's
You
the
get
main
to- oh,
reason.
no.
But
Yeah, watch it again.
okay, I'm gonna watch it again.
That 7 looks buried so deep.
Yeah, but it
It's right against the outer points.
almost had to ask the doctor on that one. Yeah, so the main reason that didn't go is because we have pro cut pockets here. And I believe he tried to shoot the 2 ball or the 1 ball past the 7. Because those pockets are so tight, that's going to basically pinch.
Oh, and Dan hit the 6 ball first
And opened everything wide open.
and opened the entire rack.
Wow. Jeez. This is
I don't get it. I think he's gonna.
uncharacteristic.
I think Dan's gonna have to go to the optometrist.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Didn't just lightly clip the 6, too. He hit it good. Or bad, as you would see it in this shot. All right, so Gray, I don't see any major issues here.
Wow.
Balls are wide open. Really no trouble balls left since Dan broke that 2 ball out away from the 8 ball.
Jesus. I just don't know where to go from here. Read the screen name there, Matt. Not out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm good at reading those in my head rather than out loud and slowly.
I'm doing that from now on. Believe me.
Right.
Well, it looks like Gray is going to have to draw to the 9 side of the 7. Just going to have to get right by that second diamond from the bottom right corner. And did exactly that.
Well done.
That is perfect. He held that one. That was a nice little drag.
Yeah, it's a shot that looked easy. Not easy.
Nope.
A lot of touch to that shot.
Okay. It is 11-4. Yikes. If you're on the Dan Coppens train,
yeah, I'm dragging,
I would start
I'm dragging behind the caboose right now.
Yeah, I would start sending some good vibes to the varsity club because the Gray train is just about to enter the win zone. Are all of these 144 people in the chat subscribers, do you think, Matt?
I would hope so. Especially with the amount of fun everybody's having.
Well, if it's anything that Outer Points Productions is good at giving, is entertainment. Good pool, always. Always good pool. Good commentary.
Every once in a while.
Very, very questionable.
1 out of 10, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say 1. That's a good number. Scott Dunnigan. Oh, he said, not. He is now. Thank you, Scott. Much appreciated. I'll tell you what. For as much as Grandpa and Grandma have been blowing up our chat tonight, they both better be subscribers by the end, and I will be checking.
Yeah, you can check that.
I can.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to do that right now. And if Grandpa, we're going to block them if they're not. We're
like the right thing to do.
Shut them down. Only 6 more subscribers from when we started. That doesn't seem right. All right, let's go see. Let's go see if Grandpa and Grandma are in there. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, that'd be a shame to be cut off from the stream at this point, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right.
And then miss the
fun.
comeback from Dan Coppens.
I wouldn't want to be that person.
Oh, Grandma just subscribed.
Now we're talking.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Grandma. Nice work.
Oh, boy. That double kiss is exactly what Mr. Coppens did not need. Opens up another table for Gray to take advantage. 2-3 combo, and then moving forward. Oh, thank you, Dr. Barry. Much appreciated. He's now a subscriber. Glad to have you on the channel. I almost fell for giving a shout out to Al. Almost. And I figured I would wait. I'm so glad I did.
You're learning. You are learning.
I'll get it right by
Right here in front of all our eyes.
I'll get it right by 3.6. This is interesting. This could get a little funky down by the 8 and the 9 after he pockets it.
Yep.
5 in the bottom right-hand corner. You got a little...
Something's going to happen.
Yep. Wow. Great commentary there. Something's going to happen. Phew. Excellent.
After this shot, the balls are going to be in different places.
That is... Oh, boy.
Oh,
That's a
that'll work.
nice little rub there, too.
That'll work.
No, side pockets.
Ooh, got them both.
God, a little rub of the outer points.
Both.
Very nice.
Well done.
Carlton Banks. I know there's no way that is not the real Carlton Banks.
In character.
Oh, that's fantastic. Especially for a pool game.
Yeah. It's
Carlton
amazing.
Banks.
I did see that episode. One time I got hustled. Which one?
Second from the bottom.
Yeah. Right.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's going to stay out of there. All right. It is 12-4. Yikes. Mr. Banks, bless you indeed.
Right.
Yeah. My dad, Phil, had to come down and see him. That's good.
That was a good
Excellent.
episode.
Oh,
I like
that was a good episode. And then Phil proceeded to... he won a lot of money on that episode.
That was a nice break by Gray. Got a shot on the one.
Well, this is a story about... How does that song go?
I try not to sing out loud in public whenever possible.
How my life got flipped, turned upside down. On Viv. Doesn't Grandma Jenny have a picture of? Oh boy, that one caught the outer points as well,
Yep.
and left Dan
He got
behind the 7. Jeepers Christmas. That's Aunt Jemima, isn't it? I think is her profile picture there.
Looks like it.
It's fantastic. Sweet and sticky at the same time. Wow, that was a fabulous shot.
That was.
And he's actually got a good angle to go between the 7 and the 8 to get down to the 6.
Yep. Chris Green, That is the most creative way I've ever seen to spell Lucille. Phonetically, you nailed it. Actual spelling, I don't think you could be further.
You got one letter right, and it's the first one.
Right.
Other than that, that is the biggest debauchery of spelling I think I have ever seen.
Lucille. Became Leuseal. Wow. It works. Just sound it out.
Chris Green, you get a big... I'm sorry, that is a failure. All right, Gray just called the 6-ball.
Yeah. Well, the thing is when you're playing these rules, when you're playing 10-ball rules, you might as well call something.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're just trying to get a hit.
That would be a foul.
Yeah. All right, Dan. Come on, buddy. Let's get something rolling here.
Yeah, that's what I'd blame it on, Chris. Mm-hmm. It's the autocorrect. There's no way that was autocorrect because autocorrect wouldn't even know what that word is that you spelled or that you put out there.
No suggestions found would have been the result from that one.
There's no word with those letters arranged in that order. There's none. There's just...
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. I think I would have...
There would have been...
Either hit it harder or hit it more towards his left.
Yeah.
And play
To
the
me,
7 all the way down.
Would have hit that pocket speed.
Mm-hmm. Me
Just
too.
rolled the cue ball past the 8.
Yeah. Now he's
still doable, but man, he's got to come into that 9.
And it's skidded.
And he missed it. It's skidded.
Yep. Well, it was hit poorly. I mean, the speed at which the cue ball hit the 7 was not conducive to pocketing a ball.
Wow, that actually sounded smart.
I just I googled it.
Finally hitting you.
It's kicking in. It's getting into the bloodstream. Thank goodness.
Dale can trip into an intelligent thought.
All right, in the
Nice
Vincent
shot.
Didio Memorial, and no reward whatsoever.
None. Dan gets a roll. Unless Gray makes this, then he will be 2 games away from the finish line.
Hey, we got our first 800 Fargo typist, keyboard warrior in the...
Right.
Look at that. Are you serious?
Oh, and he's hooked.
No, he's not.
No?
He's not.
Wow.
I don't think he is.
Didn't see it.
Oh, my gosh. How did he make that shot?
No kidding.
I think I may have gone past the 10-second. Oh, maybe he is hooked.
I think
It is so
It
close.
looked like he was, but you have a better angle to that than I do. Taylor says, "Great shot."
I really...
See what he did and what she did with adding the word "great."
Oh, yeah, that's
great.
That's well done.
Nice.
Well done. I'm going to see if I got it on camera. He's not. Waited too long.
Wow.
I don't think he
Didn't
is.
see it. Almost had to switch to the 15-second rule. What movie is that from?
No idea. Do you know? Or are you just messing with me?
No.
Okay.
That's why I asked the question. All right, so we're going to be looking for a bank.
Yeah, that's where he called it.
Well, I had to do something. There really wasn't much of a safe there, for sure.
Dan's going to go over there and... You know what? Let's... Oh, that's a shame. He was having a conversation with Gray there for a second. I was kind of hoping that would last a little bit longer. Oh, they're still chatting it up. I love it.
Yeah.
No, we're still... Yeah, we're just...
At this point,
keep right on.
Kind of gotta keep it loose. See if you can make a run at it. If you just start getting mad at yourself here, that's not gonna help you at all.
No.
Gotta make this one.
This is probably the most active chat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Wow.
Boy, when you're off, you're off.
Yeah.
It's one of those nights.
Right.
Wider woods. Yeah, we're just... You can go watch the pros if you want.
Right. That's okay. We don't mind.
Nope. See what Larry Dassel said?
Yeah, I saw that. He commented earlier. I'd rather sound like Luke Combs than look like him. And that's not a diss the way he looks. One of my favorite artists.
He's a good country singer.
Big fan of some Luke Combs. Thanks, Larry. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, just a bit outside.
Well, the good news, Dan's back at the table.
Yeah.
The bad news is Dan's back at the table shooting at his least favorite pocket for this evening.
Right. I don't know. Most of the pockets have been his least favorite pockets. There you go.
Oh, dead center.
With
Drills
authority.
it. All right. Just catching up. Only 7 to go. I think he can rattle off the next 7.
Yeah. For sure.
Let's go to a sponsor spotlight, shall we?
Let's do it.
How about we'll do this gentleman right here. You seen him at the very beginning of the stream. That is Dumper Dan, Mr. Dan Welch from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. You can't beat the fleet. Clean, modern, newer boats, an experienced professional crew, and a one-owner business makes all the difference. And he is not exaggerating in that point, I promise you. And I've said it 100 times. I'll say it 100 more. There is nobody better on Lake Michigan for charter fishing than Dumper Dan's. Enjoy fishing aboard any of the 6 tournament-winning, fully equipped matching Baja cruisers. Troll on beautiful Lake Michigan for quality trout, salmon aboard Sheboygan, Wisconsin's all-time largest charter fishing fleet. Give Dumper Dan a call. All right, Dan Coppens coming up dry, giving Gray Siech an opportunity to rattle the 1 ball in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket.
Right.
I think he can do it.
Yeah, I honestly would. Like, it doesn't do him a lot of good to make it. I would probably hit this, shoot it straight into the rail, and try to roll the cue ball up behind between the 6 and the 4.
Yeah, I got him.
But one of the
I got him.
You did, man. I'm jealous. One of the luxuries that you have when you're up 12-5 is that you can go for those opportunities that you may not have went for, earlier in the match or when it was when the score is tighter. Allows you to swing a little bit looser.
Randy Parlick has a very good question for you, actually.
Matt, I have a few questions about New State Tourney. You all had a video on the other day. Who do I direct them to? You can reach out to me directly, or you can ask Mike Gans. We've had
outer points.
We've had a group of people kind of in on troubleshooting, I guess we could call it. Brainstorming initially when we had the idea, that would have, more information than the average person. But overall, Mike and I are the ones that really have kind of been bringing everything together into a final plan. So, yeah, just either shoot me a message directly or Mike Ganson. We'll be able to help you out.
So just a real quick comment. I just received a question about another entry into the 575 and under. I'm going to put that flyer up there real quick. So the question was, let me be clear that everybody that is signing up, because I think it's really approaching being full. You will be signed up in order that I received the messages by time. So don't worry, you'll get in. I promise. I think we're due for a Dan Coppens
Table run?
like a 5-pack. I think you should put a 5-pack together right now.
That'd be nice to see.
Make it 10 to 12. That's a totally different ball game,
Yeah, right.
Dan has kind of been the comeback king in a lot of his matches too.
Yeah, I mean that. Oh, wow! Your announcer curse has really been incredible.
Spot on. Thank you.
Jealous.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
I guess so. If he wasn't down 12-5, I would definitely throw in a jab there against Dan. Because if we were playing league together, I definitely would.
I don't think Dan, after this, is going to go back and watch this match. So I don't know if we'd have to worry so much. And even if he did go back and watch it, I think he'd mute us anyway.
Right.
Which,
That's
with anybody
just a
that's
good
ever
idea.
played on the Outer Points production stream,
The best way to enjoy it. Really is. No sound.
Yep.
All right, so he can bank the 3-ball back. The cut in the side, it looks to be a scratch shot. Obviously, since the ball is that close, he has some options, with some extreme English, some draw to draw back into the 9. It looks like that's what he's looking at now. Almost scratched off the 9 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
However, he's looking pretty here.
It's Jeremy Gould's message there to Mike Hoochie.
Right.
Seem a little itchy tonight.
Right. Yeah,
Seem a little itchy tonight there, Mike. I'm sorry, but that deserves one. This has been probably the most active chat since Outer Points Productions first started.
Yeah, it's been a good one. We've had over 100 pretty much all night long. Had over 150 for a few spikes
We
that
did.
I've seen.
We did. And that's not even counting Facebook. Actually, if you're over on Facebook, I highly recommend coming on over to YouTube. I'll gain another subscriber, maybe.
Nice.
And B, you get a little bit better video quality and a lot worse commentary. So it's kind of a wash. It's a
At the
wash.
bottom of the screen here, it shows 6 likes. Is that the actual number?
No,
Or is it higher
it is
than
not. It's higher than that.
that? Okay.
I'll tell you right now how many likes we have. 56.
There we go.
Now
That's more
we're
like it.
talking. Now we're talking. All right, that puts Gray Siech 2 away from 3.0 victory.
Yep.
$1,300. An onboard sports apparel Champions jersey that nobody else can have. And
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
not exaggerating. It only the knockout champions get the blue and white Berlin style
Ooh, Berlin
jersey.
style.
It is really cool.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds
you know what?
awesome.
I have it on. Here you go. Right there it is. That's it.
You said winners are the only ones that get that.
I'm a winner.
Of what?
I'm a winner.
You got to take that off.
I'm right now.
You're going to have to burn it. Winners only, you said. What have you won, Dale?
I won the heart of several tens viewers. Several, like 12 viewers.
That gets you a shirt. Oh, man.
Again, I hate to reiterate and rub it in. It's my stream.
I guess so.
All right, what do you do if you are Matt Strong and you just got pushed by Gray Siech to take this shot?
Boy, I don't know. From where it's at, it's a little bit off the rail, maybe an eighth of an inch. Maybe. The problem is if he thins the right side of it, it's just going to cover the pocket, and then you have to get behind a ball. Maybe clip just the left side of the. Oh, I didn't realize that was a push. Well, then I definitely
that's
give
kind
that
of why I
back.
said push, but
Definitely give that back. Obviously, I'm not listening, Dale.
no, never do.
Yep.
I agree, Fred Renner. It's been fun, no doubt about it. Oh boy, he
Real
did.
First.
Yeah, that's the risk you take.
Yep. That's tough.
Oh, thanks, Grandpa Jim.
I think he was talking to me. I think that I've won his heart.
Nope.
Yep.
Welcome, Tom Bonos, as well. Thanks for tuning in. After your league got complete at DJ's, muchos gracias. Dick Trickle saying you and I should commentate on cornhole next.
Now we're talking.
I'm
in.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. I'm a fair cornholer. Did that come out wrong?
Most things that you say come out wrong.
Okay, just checking.
It didn't. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
Right.
And there's lots of opportunity with cornhole to sound bad.
I didn't want to go that direction
Yeah,
with
right.
it.
Yeah.
When I still worked for Carnival Cruise Lines, cornhole meant something completely different than bags. So we're just going to leave that at that. All right. Moving on. Moving
Yep.
along. Move along.
Wasn't that Beavis and Butthead? The great cornholio?
Cornholio.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure was.
One of my favorite Saturday Night Live skits was just recently, and Oh, what's his name? Damn it.
His name was
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I love Ryan Gosling.
And he and one of the cast members did makeup, and they looked exactly like Beavis and Butthead. Like, it was really, really close. One of the funniest skits I've seen in a long time.
I may have to go back and look at that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so Dan looking to play safe here. Doesn't hide him, but I think that's good enough.
A little bit more momentum on that cue ball.
Yeah. Where that 2 ball's at, if he sends it, he's fine. But if he gets any bigger chunk of that 2 ball, there's a pretty easy scratch there. So it looks like he's the way that he's stroking his practice strokes, he's going to hit it hard. Oh, he could hit a lot more than I thought he could from this angle. So got a good hit. And unfortunately for Dan, where that's left, boy, that looks like a scratch shot in either corner.
Grandma Jenny, you're asking Dr. Barry, have you not got enough sexual assault charges against you
Right,
already?
she's on the prowl again.
Jeez, look at her go.
She doesn't miss an opportunity.
Unbelievable. No doubt. Uh-oh. That's not going to bode all that well for Gray either, unless he can get all the way down to that bottom.
Yeah.
Jeremy Gould saying, yeah, Matt Foley for SNL. David Martins, you might want to see Dr. Barry.
Right.
I'd recommend Dr. Barry, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Okay, this is... So he's going to leave it up to Dan.
We're back to one of those
games?
Yeah. We'll be back in 8 to 10 minutes to finish this game out.
Ah, Dan hit that very well. Avoiding the 6 completely. Great opportunity for a safe. If he plays this right, he can take away a lot of those rails by getting that cue ball right between the 5 and the 9.
Yeah. That was a good shot.
If it was a little bit closer to the 9, that would have been ideal.
Yeah. I think that's good enough, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it
may not be getting ball in hand here, but
right.
You should be.
But the way this match has been going, you know Gray's going to end up safe here, right? I mean, you know he's going. He has to.
Yeah, it's went well for him in the past. I think this is... Yeah. Well, here stands opportunity. He just has to take advantage of these.
He's going to need about 8 more opportunities after this one.
Starts with 1, but got to get it. Not a police officer. I thought it was Grandpa Jim you were looking for,
Look
not
at
a police officer. That's got to be Grandpa Jim. It's got to be the same account.
It has to be. I mean, there's no...
I love it. I love it.
There is no way that all of these screen names are completely different people.
Never see them in the same room at the same time.
But you know what's funny is the number in the chat continues to grow. So
Yeah, that's true. We're up
it
to
makes you wonder.
145.
It makes you wonder.
Funny. Not a police officer. All right. Dan. Dan looks pretty good from here.
As a 648, Jesus, I hope so. Yeah, you got to remember what pocket this is.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's.
I think he's good.
I
We
think-
got to give him this one. Jeez, Dan. He is just struggling.
It's a good thing he's
Still
left-handed.
okay. Yeah. You got to watch out for those left-handers. That's one thing Dan and I share. We're both left-handed. All right. I believe Gray is stepping away for a player break here.
Nah,
Dan
he's
looks
just
to be
Talking
nope,
with Mark
nope,
Scafidi over
never
there.
mind. Doing a little chatting.
Let's talk about this guy. Actually, you can talk about this guy.
Yeah, Mr. Rich Stadler from Billet Spin EDC stands for Everyday Carry, which is basically a bunch of cool stuff that you carry in your pocket. It's definitely a niche market, but it is a big niche market. They make heirloom quality pens among other items from standard and exotic materials. Soon we will be making high-end folding knives as well. Definitely excited to see those knives that Rich has come up with. He's worked hard on those.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a few sneak peeks, as one would say. Rich and I are pretty good friends, so I was lucky enough to get a couple sneak peeks on those, and man, they are cool looking. So, as with anything that Rich and Billet Spin make, they're going to be very, very high quality. So look for those to be coming shortly.
And thank you, Mo. One of our newest subscribers. You know, I'm going to have to check on that. See if he's yanking my chain. Oh, geez, we just went up 6 more, so. Oh, boy. I got all the new subscribers.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Keep it
you.
up,
Yeah.
ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was a tricky little shot. To
Yeah,
get in
that was tough to get on that too.
there. Yep. I believe that 8 passes the 4, so yeah,
Rail
Should be,
first. This is going to be
yeah, yeah. He's got some wrinkles going on in his face there, and
Yeah,
that's
there's-
self-imposed too.
there's
so
something going right between his eyes. There's looks like the Marianas
Little-
Trench
a little
is
furrow.
going on in the. How do you hit that?
Oh, hit it good. Hit it well.
Excellent combo.
Yep.
And a really good opportunity for a safe here.
Yep.
I would not, even though I think that 2 may pass the 6. Let's take a look at that a little bit closer.
It does. I'm looking right down the barrel right
I
now,
don't
so
think I would play that shot though.
it
well, I mean,
goes, but it
what are you
doesn't
gonna
do
get
him
on
a
the
lot of
3?
good. Yeah, I see him playing safe here for sure.
Just get him anywhere behind the 4,
Snuggle up against that 4. Oh, wouldn't be
Or-
6.
or maybe a slight miscue, and see if it can get behind the 6.
No, he missed that, but I don't think the 2 goes by the 7, so it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have to cut
it
the-
does. It does.
Oh yeah, it does.
There's a lot
I see
of
that
room
now.
there.
Yep.
When is our next broadcast? That's a very good question, David. That would be Thursday. and that is the last of the first round matches of the Scotch Doubles Tag Team 4.0. Roger Pregler, Spencer Rolfe taking on Thad Birch and John Sandalski. That's going to be a fun one to watch.
Sando from the Wausau area.
Uh-oh. That's all right. Here's the Flannel Jesus comeback.
Yeah. I mean, Gray has played well. By far the better player so far tonight. But Dan has had his chances. He really has. Just has not capitalized the way that he's needed to get back in this match.
Yeah, and just the count in my head, I think Dan's given away 6 games minimum.
Yeah, at least. And that's not to take anything away from Gray. Gray has played fantastically.
Yes, he has.
Gray is finally the last probably 4 or 5 games. I'm starting to see some misses that, or maybe miscues that were less characteristic of him than he had earlier in the match. One of the things that I've noticed is that he's starting to go for a few more shots rather than playing safe, which is common typically when you get up in a match. But overall, Gray has played very, very well, very consistently. Made some very difficult shots, not just getting out the racks that he should, which he's also done that for the most part, but has brought some very, very tough shots when he's needed to. So that's why he's enjoying such a lead.
Speaking of tough shots.
Yeah, right.
Dan did not leave himself the easiest of
that's a big
shots
part
in
of
the
what's
night.
been hurting him.
Oh boy, he did it again.
How many 9 balls has he missed?
A lot.
Yeah, I think that's 3. Hard to expect to win, missing those balls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't an easy shot, but it's one he had to make, for sure. So Gray's loading this up with some draw. Maybe a little bit of right-hand English. A little right.
Yeah, and this is to go on the hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
overcut it.
Oh, he's going to get away with it.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, Dan's got to be happy to see this table.
No
after
doubt.
missing that 9 ball. So this is the old rail first shot.
These Ben Kurska.
Oh, wait for it. I thought that cue ball was going to come down and clip it a second time. And Gray's on the hill. Well, this seems like an insurmountable task.
Yeah, for Dan to win 8 or 9 before Gray wins 1. Not the way tonight's been going.
Nope.
But there's one thing I've noticed that actually this rings true for so many matches on this table. How many table runs have we seen tonight?
Not many.
I can't even count one. I really can't.
I believe Gray had, when he got up 5-0, I believe at least one was a table run.
And in 9 ball, How often do you normally see that
no
with
kidding.
640, 650 Fargo?
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's something about this table, you know, and you get the and the viewers that, well, these guys aren't that good. Come on and play. Come on to the varsity club and play on my stream table. See how well you do. You'll go from an 800 keyboard warrior Fargo down to about a 350. That may be the last time we see Mr. Dan Coppens at the table after
I don't know.
that
Getting
miss on the 9.
Getting to the 5 off the 3 here is tricky.
Yeah, that is true. And he's got a funky little angle on the 2 that's headed right at the 6.
He almost has to go follow it down and play the 3 in the side.
Well, as long as he's Gray has taken a look at that, I'm going to put this up here real quick. So if you're not already signed up, if you are in Wisconsin, I would recommend doing this ASAP because it is most likely going to fill in less than 24 hours. If you want to play in one of the Knockout Challenge 575 and under, send me a message immediately. Oh, that's really nice. Ben Kurska says, Dan, I love you. That's really sweet. Ooh.
Well,
I'm up 14-6. I'm cutting this 5 in.
yeah,
I'm going for it.
of course.
You know, whatever happens, happens.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Drilled
successful. Ooh, 9 goes in.
That's all right. That comes up. Shoots the 6 in the side with low right. Plays 3 rail shape around for the 8 in the side, and 9 will be straight in.
You got it, Taylor. Yo, Gray. Mama loves you.
That sounds weird when you say it, though.
It does. It just didn't sound right. It didn't feel like it. It didn't even feel good on my tongue.
Right.
You know? I feel dirty after that.
You should.
Okay, I'd like to retract that from Gray. I'm sorry.
Gray, your mama loves you.
That's not what it says. Oh,
he played
the
3
outer
rails
points.
around, but got them both.
He got him again, though. I guarantee you Dan Coppens is going to be taking on this bank. He is not going to play safe at this point. I think he is freewheel. He's gonna bank that 6 in the upper right hand corner. Just a guess.
I think lower right hand corner.
What?
Yep. Banks it
Lower
back.
right hand corner.
Mm-hmm. Right
No
where his
way.
where his head
Upper.
is.
Upper.
Right where his head is. Oh, he played safe.
That's going to cost him the match.
Yep.
Because this cue ball is going to come 4 rails and sit right between the 8 and the 9.
Or 2 rails into the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket.
That's a possibility as well. Nick, who's Nick? You think
Nick
she meant to?
Oreskovich?
Do you think she meant to say nice?
Look two comments up. Huh? Nick Oreskovich.
Oh, gotcha. Nick Oreskovich. Oh, that just made this 8 ball brutal.
Yeah, no kidding. But it's
cuttable.
Yeah, he just thins it in. The cue ball go 2 rails around and have the 9 in the corner.
Oh, Nick is Taylor. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I think Dan might get this game.
don't call it a comeback.
There, I don't know if I hope Dan really takes his time on this.
Look at the clock. 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
On the money.
Don't miss this one. Well, Dan has to double his score before Gray gets one game. I think they're discussing, just so everybody knows, there's a real good possibility that they're going to double the bet right now and they're going to start over. That's what they're discussing. Winner take all, and then...
All right, this is the start of the comeback trail for Dan Flannel Jesus Coppens.
Yep, only 8 to go, says Chris
Right.
Green. Well, he's good at math.
Yeah, he's quick. Not so much the spelling, but math he's got.
Yeah, good job, Lucille.
Oh, that was great.
I think it's going to probably go down in history of one of the most memorable moments on
Right.
Outer Points Productions.
Uh-huh.
Well, we have another dry break. Shocking.
Yeah, man.
I don't get it.
Dan's last match, he was breaking great. Tonight, I think he's made a ball once, twice, maybe.
Yeah. And again, there's been like one table run in 21 games.
Yeah.
Astronomical.
Everything looks different when you stand up in the booth. Probably looks about the same to you, though, right?
I knew it was coming. There was no doubt in my mind.
Grandpa Jim says, well, Dale Matt, now that I'm subscribed, I will make it to future streams, assuming I am not in trouble with Johnny Law. Be glad to have you.
Yeah. Well, given his arrest record and all of the things that he said tonight, I don't know if we're ever going to hear from Grandpa Jimmy again.
Right. Yeah, especially since we have we had not a cop in here earlier.
Right. Colleen Mansfield saying, way to go, Gray. You're doing awesome, and I love you. Aw, that's nice.
Is it weird that we've never seen Grandpa Jim and not a cop in the room at the same time before? To me, that seems suspicious.
Yeah, that's very
Ooh,
suspicious.
we drilled the two.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the one was on the table.
Well, that should, anyway, make it easier for Dan.
Yeah.
I think this is the hardest shot of this entire rack, is the 1 to
Probably.
the 3.
Yeah, you're probably right. Fortunately, he's a lefty. Southpaw.
Yeah, this would be a really tough shot for me.
Yeah. For so many different reasons.
But he hit that well.
Yeah.
It's almost a stop shot. All right,
That's what he needed.
But it is the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket that he's going to be playing in, so that's never simple.
Taylor says, let's go, Gray. I want to go to bed.
I hear you. I hear you, Taylor.
Been there before.
Oh, he did it too.
Oh, again.
Jeez, commentated. That's
Man.
3 for me. I'm 3-0 tonight.
Yeah,
You're 0-3 and I'm 3-0.
that's true. It is. Grandma Jenny, can Grams come? She promises to keep her hands to herself. Absolutely. Come on back. Ben Kurska says, how is Gray's entire family tree in this chat? Where's the Dan Love at? Well, the Dan Love is there. It's definitely there, but they haven't had a lot to talk about, unfortunately.
Okay. Gray Siech is 5 balls away from $1,300 and a very happy wife at home and kids.
Yeah, this one's over. I'm
Yep.
calling it.
I think so.
Yeah, it's basically 3 stop shots here.
I think I drift forward on this one.
Yeah?
No, maybe not. It looks like he's got an angle towards the rail. Never mind. It's a good shot. All right. This should be all she wrote.
No.
For 3.0.
Thank you
Champion.
so much, everybody.
And
We have a
down
winner.
she goes. A huge congratulations to Mr. Gray Siech.
He played great.
Winner of 3.0. He sure did. And
Well done.
of course, hats off to Dan Coppens for making it to the finals.
His path here has been phenomenal.
And nothing easy about any of that.
Nope.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. And I don't know what to say about it. It's been an overwhelming night in the chat,
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
to say
Ton of fun.
to say the least.
Let's do this again.
I'm actually going to go out. I'm going to leave the stream running right where it is right now. I'm going to mute everything, and then that way everybody kind of gets to see a little bit of the presentation of the cash and all of the 16 chips that the players get, the players' poker chips, if you will. But there is going to be a special trophy presentation. There's a reason why they are not here tonight, because I want every one of the players who get first, second, or finish in the money and gets a jersey. I want them to get that jersey and the trophy on the same night. So all the winners are going to be coming back for a special trophy presentation. So stay tuned. I'll let you know when that is. But for now, I'm going to go out there. Thank you very much, Mr. Matt Strong, for being here. Greatly appreciated.
Thanks
as
for having
always.
me. A lot of fun.
Always, always, always. So I will be right back if you want to check out all the cash just about to be handed out.